the exposure we need.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm going to show those emails, and you guys are about a day outside of Sabal, and it's the stronghold of the stronghold. Might seem grandiose of the. I always mispronounce it. The I say Arakora. There's like a second C, so it's Arakokra, but we're just gonna say Arakora. Bird people. You guys saved this nice bird guy. There you go. Thanks, Eugenia. From the from Firefinger, from the Terrafolk. And he was like, "Thank you guys. They were gonna eat me.
How's it going, friends?
Go to Sabal.
Everyone doing well?
On your map." And he said, "Go ask Ashara, seems to be some important figure, for the dance or ritual, the dance of the 7 winds." And he said, "It can make you fly." And it sounds like there's some knowledge going on here. And on the way to Sabal, members of the party may or may not have hinted to everyone you've met that you're heading to Sabal. And then when pressed for information, said, "I don't know what you're talking about."
Hey, Caroline. How's it going?
So, maybe the word's out there, maybe it's not. Maybe not. We're not sure.
Nice.
But as the party was camping in the evening, no one noticed anything. There was watches happening. But as everyone woke up, they were beset upon by gargoyles. And I think someone woke up first and kind of like saw the gargoyles, or maybe was like sounding the alarm. I'm not sure. But that's kind of where we ended up. Is the party's waking up, and gargoyles are surrounding them.
We went to go investigate them.
Where's the light, Caroline?
Someone
Give me a
either
like
threw
if you're on the
something
toilet.
at them or something else, and then they started attacking us.
Got it. Understandable.
You just double tap the screen, Caroline. You got it.
And
You did it.
So that's where we are. First of all, are there any questions?
Keep pressing it. Keep pressing it. You can send me more. Just keep doing it.
Dennis, just living life. Nick.
Yeah, there you go. Just keep going. Make it a
are there
game.
Any questions? Just like refreshers, once we're going on and such.
Oh yeah, you're getting up there. Can we get to 1,000 likes?
Can we go through the whole goat sequence again?
Yeah. Great question.
We're playing Dungeons & Dragons over on the YouTube channel at Krispy Kreme.
Some bridge.
Pull up. Come on over. How's everyone doing today?
Famous Jolton legend bridge. And there was a statue. And you guys weren't sure how to get past the statue. And I think it was actually Tess who was like, "Oh, let's
Yeah, I figured it out.
And everyone was like, "Tess, shut up."
What's up, everyone?
I think Phaendar, did you imitate, or you had Jasper?
Thanks for the likes, Caroline. You're a queen.
Statue?
You're on it.
Kind of like
you
guys are on it with the likes today.
And knelt down, and that did not work.
Nick White, what's up?
And I got.
Thanks for the likes, everyone. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, and it was a heavy fight. I think that was the highest difficulty.
Just here to hang out.
And you guys actually did a
Come on over to the YouTube if you want. We're hanging out. We're streaming over here. It's a good time. Playing a little Dungeons & Dragons with the friends. What's up, Colton? How are you?
Fell over 100 feet.
How's life today?
And was, kind of bleeding out, and not in a good way, under the bridge. And Jasper heroically kind of had to be persuaded, transformed into a goat and was navigating the difficult hillside terrain. But unfortunately,
you're Mar nice.
Jasper,
thank you.
Was not able.
I think you meant
not used to his mountain goat form.
But I appreciate that. That's very nice of you to say. I'm happy to hear you're doing well, Colton.
And almost
you can keep pressing it, Caroline. Come on, get us up to 2,000 likes.
And so we had Phaendar, our paladin.
Let's get it up there. Let's get it up there, Kindle. Let's do it.
The ground. And
guys, you can come on over to YouTube if you want. We're at Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme at YouTube.
Tess had another use of Thunderclap. Is it Tess?
Yeah, Thunder Step, I believe.
Thunder Step, and you grabbed Godrik and Thunder stepped downward. I guess that was a pretty long range. And you
Colton, I would. I'm just not going to be a very good host to you.
I think you held open.
I'm just like, because I'm doing another thing. Another day I'll go live and we can have hosts and we can have a conversation. I think it'd be fun. So next time,
me a healing potion,
DM me,
I healed
and I'll try and remember
Jasper
that. Gamers, what's up, Matt?
I'm surprised you didn't
See you at work tomorrow.
In your mouth and give it.
It's gonna storm. I hope you're ready.
Like baby bird it.
Yeah, baby bird.
I love you more,
It's
Seamus.
easier for the animal.
You're a king. You're a king.
It's necessary.
Guys, I would go live with other creators, but I'm not in it.
Everyone was safe.
I'm not like in this. I'm in
And then at
this.
the end,
I'm on a YouTube stream right now.
Easily bound down.
Colton, I do not. I play Apex. I play
You guys
Apex.
gotta work for your dinner.
So we'll do that. We can definitely
No
stream
ex
together.
machina around here.
Yeah.
You're gonna be struggling a little bit tomorrow, Matt. Come over to our office a lot, okay? You're gonna be okay. All right, you're at a safe place.
So here we are.
Some
gargoyles.
Come on over to the YouTube, Matt. We're playing D&D with some college buddies. Come on over.
Did, but when you guys are ready, roll for initiative.
Already done, bro.
Anything for you, Daddy.
I like to hear.
Hey, Molly, what's up? How's it going over there?
Get your shit together.
Yes, I'll buy you something, Caroline. Whatever you want. Whatever to your heart's content.
Oh, I didn't select my token. Oh.
That's an L, bro.
Kev, should I roll again, or can you type
What
it
did you
in?
get it? 1408. I can manually edit it in.
Yay.
I accidentally left it. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Chris,
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's okay. Well, Godrik.
Damn, we up at 2,000 likes. Thanks, everyone. You guys are so nice.
I mean, Kev, at least those.
Matt, thanks for sharing this live
also
video.
terrible.
I'm sure you sent it to Elena.
Yeah.
I miss you guys too, Molly. I'll be back
Questionable.
someday, maybe. Yeah, we got up to 2,000, Kindlar. I have a PS5 and PC, so I play a bunch of different
Is everyone
games.
still level 6? Has anyone broken level 7?
Oh yeah, gamers
I'm
activate.
almost there, but still 6.
I am also almost at
Hanging
7,
out.
but I am still 6.
Dude, I need it. I need that, Matt. Thank you, Trish Angle.
Godrik made
Shout
it to
out.
level 7, but I haven't actually upgraded him yet. So
Is that doxing? Did I just dox somebody? I hope
Says
not.
Plus
What?
5? Oh, yeah, because you just get like an ability score or spell slots.
Get like more spell slots or something like that.
Oh, you might get your What's your?
What's up, Love
bloodline
Alex?
for-
How's it going?
Draconic bloodline.
Yeah, but what?
Whoa.
What color dragon? Or if it's a secret, don't tell. But you should get damage bonus or some bonus based on your
I'm happy I made you laugh, Matt.
level 6.
Thank you. I try to do good, love. I try to do good.
Whispers. We can work on that.
Your sentence was confusing. I didn't know if I was supposed to stop or continue, so you had me whiling there for a little bit.
So,
Yo, Matt, do you want to mod the chat, dog?
it's
You
your
got time?
turn First in combat. All the gargoyles are at least 15 feet off the ground. They are in trees.
Nana Minka,
surrounding the
how you
camping
doing,
area.
baby? I
And,
miss you.
I forget exactly how, but through throwing
Don't
a
leave,
rock or
Caroline.
doing
Don't do
something,
this.
they've been
Thank you for sharing the live,
broken.
Kindle. That's great.
And,
This is awesome. I love the enthusiasm.
What
This is
would
fun.
you like to do?
You're the man.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cast the ever so lovely Scorching Ray, please, at level 3.
Okay. So roll Scorching Rain. At level 3, you get 5 casts of it.
Yeah, 5 motes of flame. Or wait, no.
Thanks for the likes, Molly. I need this.
Actually. Yeah,
Wow,
it's
honorable. Show me dem modes, please.
Yes, sir.
Show emotes in chat, please.
You get some modes in the chat, please.
Beefy Scorching Ray, baby. Beefy. I like that.
We got some
Okay,
motes out
so
here.
the first and the fourth Scorching Ray miss, but the middle 2 are hits. Which gargoyle are you directing them at?
I'll throw the first one at this guy and see what it does, and then probably also throw the second at this guy.
So the first one misses. The second Scorching Ray hits him for 7 damage, and the ray hits the stone and doesn't like blow off his shoulder, but you see crumbling, and it's clear that the magical fire is
Come on over.
damaging.
Come on over to YouTube.
the
You can hear all of my friends. It's a good time.
carcass of the gargoyle.
So I'll direct the next one there as well.
Okay, you hit it for 7 damage again. 7 damage again for 9 damage, for 14 damage total. And the gargoyle is kind of like extra ashy, crappy.
How's it going, everyone?
Excuse me.
Everyone having a good night? Come hang out.
Still perched.
Before bedtime, you know.
Looking for a tussle.
We're all having a good time. Chilling.
Is there anything else you want to do on your turn, Godrik?
No, I'm good.
And come on over to the YouTube if you want, you know, to your heart's content. It's Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme YouTube.
Now your turn. What would you like to do?
So I'm kind of, you know, seeing the formation we have here and how we're standing. So I'm assuming my back is kind of to Jasper's and Godrik's is sort of, you know, angled out as we're kind of getting encircled by gargoyles here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say I'm facing this one right there. And oh yeah, I forget. I'm pressed to talk right now. I'm going to cast on that guy, that one that's kind of behind me, or under me, just south of me. I will cast, let's see. I could just cast a fat fireball on it, but I think that would be a waste. I will cast, actually, DM Daddy, could I do a twin level firebolt, excuse me, at this gargoyle and this one? I think I could technically get away with the twin level fireball. I would have to spend a lot of sorcery points, but can I do that, DM Daddy?
Yes, yeah, you can do a twin level firebolt. So we'll roll to hit with one firebolt and then apply it.
Okay. I'll apply that twice. How'd I do? Okay. Sick.
Wow. And do we add 3 damage?
We add 3 damage, baby. That's some good. Come on now with the fire. That's some good stuff.
Got it. So you hit, and the bolts split from your hand, go in each direction, and hit each gargoyle for 15 damage. And this takes a chunk of the stone out.
Okay.
One gargoyle's missing part of its shoulder. Another kind of like a bit of its head and like kind of some of its wing, but they seem quite determined. Otherwise, is there anything else you want to do on your turn, Tess?
I think I am good. Let me just spend a sorcery point. Yeah, I am all set on my turn.
Okay, Phaendar, it's now your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, so remind me which. So it's the gargoyle.
Cheers, Jamie.
One on the left, bottom left. Which ones are damaged?
You've seen fire
What's up,
get
Maverick?
thrown at
How's life?
this gargoyle and this gargoyle. So the one south of you, and kind of the one at 6 o'clock and the one at like 4:30.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
So
nice. Add a little sticker. How's this? This look
I'm
good?
gonna go ahead actually.
Thanks, Colton. You're so nice.
Since none of them
this?
are really in.
Do we think this will get
range,
people?
I'm gonna go ahead.
Is that gonna work?
And cast.
What's up, No Chill? I also have No Chill. We're hanging out. Come over to the YouTube, should you so desire. Subscribe to me over there. It's a good time. What else is going on? Colton, what are you up to tonight? You're hanging out. You've been here for a while. What's going on?
Actually, you know what? I'll cast.
All these gifts happening up there. I don't know what any of that means.
Cast Bless.
Can someone explain to me what TikTok Universe is?
At the first level. At the first level. And I'll put.
I just want to know. I don't know what TikTok Universe is. So all these gifts that are getting sent up in the top. Do you guys see that?
Yeah. So I'll do.
Or is that just me?
Tess and Godrik.
Wow. No Zaka.
Can anyone explain that?
Got it.
So, Void Vlog, Spider-Man. What's going on, dog?
Tess and Godrik.
You back to mod the chat? Oh, you are. You just stay a moderator. Sick. How's it going?
You guys are now blessed.
And so, yeah, whenever they...
I'm happy I remember. I'm happy we remember each other. This is good. We're building a rapport
they
as
can
creators.
Roll a D4 and add the number
we need it. What's up, Willem? Willem Dafoe?
Yeah, Phaendar, what do you like?
Is it the real Willem Dafoe?
What's your...
Willem Dafoe, if you're real, chat.
So,
chat
the
and say you're real.
component of it,
Tell me you're real.
A little sprinkle of holy water, so I sort of see these.
Be honored if you followed me, Willem Dafoe. If you're the real Willem Dafoe,
sort of unscrew.
Dude, I haven't seen it yet. I'm so upset.
Little holy
I need to stop coming over here because I feel like someone's gonna blow it for me.
Sort of just rub it on my hands.
It's that good, huh?
Outward, and I say, Stay strong, everybody.
Boom
We
the
got
fog
this.
in me.
And we, and then, sort of like
feel
the light
epic.
will sort of like go from my palms
I
and
am
like
feeling epic right now.
encircle the 3 members of the party.
Okay. And you guys feel blessed by Phaendar's faith, keeping you strong.
And-
is there anything else you want to do on your turn, Phaendar?
I will also be
What's
casting
up, everybody?
Divine Favor.
Colton,
on
you got to
myself.
stop lifting
As
my
a
ego
bonus
like
action.
that. It's not good for me.
Got
It's
it.
not.
You are now
It's not. I promise.
divinely favored by yourself. And
Thank you,
Oh, wait, hold on.
Spider-Man.
So,
That's what we need you for. Feel free
before
to
you
do your own.
that,
Listen, I
that's
don't want to
also
just
concentration
keep
spell.
you to the
Oh,
No,
is
the
it
live
too
here.
concentrated?
obviously
Oh,
look back
my
and
bad.
forth. I'm kind of doing another thing over
Disregard.
here. You can do your own thing. I know you
not
like to
a
play
bad
idea,
Fortnite.
but I
I
can't
think
concentrate
I'm
on
right
Fortnite.
there. Could be wrong.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully we don't get
So,
reported. Last time I went live, I got reported for bullying.
nix
I don't think
that.
I bullied anybody. I think it was
I won't do anything. With
said I
the
would
rest of my
kiss
turn.
people, so I'm
I am
avoiding
not
that. I'm
divinely
not saying
favored.
that because we're just hanging out. There's no none of that. Okay. We're all having a good time.
Jasper Burns. It's now your turn, Mr. Burns. What would you like to do?
Yeah, so would gargoyles be considered a elemental?
We're also live on YouTube.
They very well may. What are you looking to do to?
I was looking at
Also,
protection
yeah,
from
Spider-Man.
evil
If you want to come over to
which
YouTube, I don't know how to make you a moderator over in this
protection
chat.
against
Nothing is happening in this
these
one.
different
'cause
classes.
no one's
of
hanging out.
enemies, like
But
celestials, elementals.
I would try to
fiends,
figure that
undead.
out somehow.
It's like
Yeah.
stone,
Thanks. It's an Arctis series.
elemental.
Yeah, they are.
Steel
You haven't really
7?
encountered
Arctis series 7.
gargoyles before, but you've studied them, and you
I
know
think
that.
so.
Thinking back.
Yeah,
just
I'll
to
play
your-
around with the
your
settings,
wealth of
Void
druidic
Vlogs, and see if I
knowledge,
can figure
they're
that out.
elemental beings, and they're usually
But-
evil.
and I'll
You haven't
Google
met
it. We'll
or
work
heard
on
any
it.
good gargoyles in your time.
What's up, Jeff Smith? How's it going?
Mhm. Okay.
Can I send myself likes? Nice. I can
Damn,
like
that's
myself.
concentration, man. All
Is this
right, you
cheating?
know what? We
Is
gotta
this
call
wrong?
out the Big Daddy.
Is this not allowed?
I'm gonna cast Call Lightning, and
I mean, I guess it's allowed. I'm doing it.
does it happen to be
filled
stormy
the heart.
outside, or is it?
I think I have to
pretty
stop now.
clear?
This morning is clear.
Nice.
You guys
I'm like a
woke up to
top
kind of
liker
clear
in my
skies.
own life.
Okay.
Thanks.
Cool. That's cool.
I need
Let's
that.
I
just
mean,
I
do-
need
if
that.
Dennis did things differently, it could have
That's
been
so funny.
stormy, but unfortunately, it's clear skies.
Oh, should have coordinated. All right, man. We'll do Call Lightning, and I'm gonna pop this shite. I'm gonna put a cloud right over this.
Okay. All
gem
right,
bomb
Spider-Man.
right
I see
here.
you in the chat. Here we go. Let's see. There
Okay,
we go. I
perfect.
think I did it. I think you're a moderator now over on my YouTube too
And
now.
roll.
Spider-Man's going to
for
slowly
Call
just be
Lightning.
running my channels. That's so funny. Listen, when we go big, Spider-Man, you and me, we're in this together.
Okay. The gargoyle will
Colton,
try
thank
to
you. I like to think
avoid
that I'm a comedian as
the
well,
lightning that comes down.
but a lot of times people
Oh.
aren't here for it.
Goddamn stone goons, and fails miserably. Gets hit. The forks of lightning come down.
I'm happy everyone's here just hanging out,
directly,
you know? This is an intimate
on
circle
top of
we've
its
got.
wings and hit the gargoyle
Just
for
us,
20 damage.
all chilling.
Big hunks of stone.
It's a late
kinda, like,
night.
pop off.
Well, it's not
Like
really
the
that late.
lightning's like a little pickaxe
But-
going to town.
Anyway,
And the
I have
gargoyle
work tomorrow.
is hurt,
What's everyone
but
up to tomorrow? Anyone have any
You can't
fun
even tell if
plans?
these creatures feel pain. They're not wincing or making noise. You just see the stone fly off. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn, Jasper?
So is the gargoyle like chunks are missing, but the majority of his body is still intact? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. If he was like a person, you'd probably say that he's wounded, or they are wounded, but they're not like on the edge of death. You can't. It doesn't look like it's about to crumble to pieces, but you can
Okay.
tell that what you're doing does damage, and it's wounded.
Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna grip the glizzy staff and prepare for battle.
Grip that glizzy neck.
Your pride tight, and
I'm from
your
Oklahoma
turn.
originally,
With that,
actually,
it's now the
Colton.
turn.
But I
of
live
our
in
gargoyle friends.
DC now.
You
Work
guys are
here.
kind of like in a defensive formation.
Out of college.
Um,
Graduated during COVID.
and
It was tough. It's a tough time.
gargoyles.
I feel bad for everyone who's in
are
college now,
flying.
though. I was lucky
And
I was
they,
only at the tail end of
You know,
it.
they kind of
But
just look like
Yeah,
menacing.
it's tough.
I shared
This
the
whole
handout for the
situation
gargoyles
sucks.
before, but they're these big,
I'm-
demonic looking.
I feel like I might have
creatures.
mentioned it in a
And
previous
they
video, but
just they kind of are flying
I guess
at
it's
like
not
a
like a secret. but
45-degree
'cause you
angle
can technically
downward.
look it up. But
Guys.
I work for the Senate.
And the first gargoyle is gonna fly up to Tess, and attack her
Why? Because I heard it.
because you're directly in front of it.
That's fair. I did the same thing with it. I guess that's a smart strategy.
But it goes to first bite you.
Oh God in
And
heaven!
those stone chompers hit you for at first 4 damage. Tess.
At
Jasper
first,
kind of gets a little hunk of your shoulder. It goes to scratch you with its claws, and you're able to kind of like push it away, and it misses. Like, it kind of like hovers in the air,
oh yeah,
a little bit above you.
nice.
The next gargoyle flies.
Dude, no way,
directly
Spider-Man. This is look at this.
Godrik.
Keeping YouTube safe.
Right there.
That's wild.
And attacks Godrik. with a
Whereabouts?
bite at first,
Nice.
and then
You got the
claws.
Heelys, Colton? Pop
And
off.
Godrik, the bite hurts you for 3 damage. Again, they're kind of like a playful kiss with their stone teeth on your shoulders.
I grew up in
Hits you for
Tulsa
3 damage, and then
for
the
reference
claws
Spider-Man. I don't know
hit
if you're
you
close to there.
for
Maybe that's why you got sent over to my live.
the claws miss you.
Possibly.
And Phil, do you like a bag?
How's
of
it going,
chips
Jay?
Or something?
Jay Waffles?
Like, a lot of,
I-
staticky thing?
I'm not eating anything.
Okay,
Basically,
something you're doing is
scratchy.
like super staticky. It sounds really scratchy. Maybe it's your mic.
Oh, maybe.
Oh yeah, I think it's because it's on your headphones, probably.
Is this better?
No, it's weird. It's like you're not even moving. And you guys hear that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was kind of scared it was me, not gonna lie.
I thought it was definitely Chris. I was like, that's
It has to be.
Oh, sounds like you're stroking it under your laptop.
It stopped. Oh,
What?
it's just any slight movement, even breathing.
Put your hands up. Put your hands up like this.
Put your hand.
Dude, it's still happening. It
Oh,
sounds
that's
like
crazy.
Like a dog's nose is sniffing.
What's
at my neck.
what got you into football, Colton? Just sports?
Yeah, that's
that better?
exactly what it is. Who's the puppy? Who's your little puppy on the street?
Is that better?
Yeah, it seems to have kind of subsided. Yeah, that's much better, Phil. It stopped. But it was
Okay.
super weird. It was just like continual static in the background.
It was it's probably something with your wires, I would guess.
Yeah.
I think the gargoyles just like attacked and like messed up.
Yeah, you just freaked out because of the gargoyles.
Yeah. My bad.
As I continue, Godrik, you took 3 damage from the gargoyle's bite, and then another gargoyle flies down at you and attacks
I
you
don't know
again.
what to do with my hair. Should I
For-
put it back?
That's such a threat.
Let's try that. Let's
First-
try this.
What is your?
That
oh,
didn't
you're
help.
15.
It's not good.
15. Damn, I was hoping it was 13. So the bite misses you, and the claws
Here we go.
hit you.
Okay,
4 damage.
fixed it. Is that better, or do we like the
Right there.
wings?
And so you've been hit
No, I blew
for
it.
7 damage. As the claws kind of scrape across your chest, you're trying to stand up strong to these menacing creatures. The next gargoyle kind of flies out of the lightning that was and attacks.
Cool videos. I will
Phaendar.
do that when I'm just
Tries to bite
doing
him and then claw at him.
TikTok
And
live,
you
which I'll
raise
do
your
at some
shield
point.
and are easily
But
able to
as at some point, I would like to do
deflect
like
the
an interactive thing with
blows.
creators
And the next
and
gargoyle
like talk to people.
flies up.
But
and
since
approaches
I'm doing this mainly to promote the stream
sweet
over on YouTube, I'm
baby
probably not going to go live with other
Jasper.
creators right now.
and
So,
attacks his
but that's just me.
cherub.
That's just 'cause I'm a
body
freak.
with his
I'd
bite.
like to back
Yeah,
with
you
my
are
wisdom staff
Spider-Man.
and cast
Just
shield,
putting in that
please.
work.
You cast shield, adding 5 to your armor class, and as the gargoyle goes to bite you, golden shield is directed around yourself, and its teeth kind of scrape on it, and it's ineffective. It then swipes with its claws.
Hey, we
They
got 2
deflect
viewers
the
over
claw,
on the YouTube.
and you take no
Welcome.
damage. Jasper.
Welcome to the stream,
last
everyone.
gargoyle moves towards Azaka and attacks her with its bite and claws.
Welcome to the YouTube. Oh no,
Hits her.
we lost one on the
Oh,
YouTube. I jinxed it.
easy, girl.
I jinxed
Hits her for 7 damage with its bite.
You
and
sound
then
like
it's
The Rock,
critical, and hits her
Spider-Man.
for 12 damage.
how does this
Claw,
song
so 19 damage total. Roll the
what's the
Zaka.
song?
She's kind of like taken aback.
It's about drive. It's
But
about
it's her
power.
turn next.
Put in the work, put in the hours.
And
It's
she,
so funny.
it
took me
turns
forever to
like,
think of that, so now I feel stupid.
And attacks just a couple slashes of her scimitar, close range.
Bro,
And
we
the
are
first
surrounded
one
right now. This is not good.
misses, but the second one.
Welcome to
hits,
stream,
it's
whoever
not
you
your
are.
turn,
It's only two of us.
hits the nearest gargoyle for 4 damage.
Super nice to have everyone. Welcome.
And as she looks around, she's like, "Be careful not to be surrounded." And some may think it's already too late. But with that, Godrik, it's now.
Polog, you've been hanging out.
What would you like
I
to
appreciate
do?
it.
You've got a gargoyle in your grill,
see you in
one on
chat,
the
but
side,
I recognize you.
flapping
And
their
I
wings,
appreciate it.
and
It's nice to
they're
have you.
within arm's reach. They are above you, but it's not like they.
What's going on,
attack and
Neen
then
Leary?
left. They attack.
How are
and
ya?
They're hovering,
Welcome.
but they're kind of in the air.
Come
Like,
hang out.
you're like-
Fireside chat. We're also over on YouTube at Krispy Kreme.
Yeah,
Just
I
look
would
up
like
Krispy
to
Kreme, but spelled CHRISPY.
my
CREME.
frugal spell, Burning Hands.
Gotta figure out how to make like a sticker
Cast
for that
Cone of
or
Fire
something,
at the,
so people know.
which-
I don't know though. I don't know how to do that. We'll figure it out.
How wide is
one
the
day?
cone? 5 feet.
15 feet in length, I believe. I don't know about the width.
Okay. Because let me know what you're aiming for. Because I think you could be creative if you want to be.
That's what I was thinking. I was trying to jimmy myself into some creativity. Yeah, could I aim like here?
Yeah, and you would be like trying to be between and
Yeah, I would hope to catch both of them in the cone.
yeah, that makes perfect sense.
All right.
What's up, Alex? I hate to explain. I feel bad, but because I'm streaming over on YouTube, I'm not going to stream with other creators.
Okay, so
But
I think I have to cast it as
we'll probably do a live separate on TikTok, and I'll do that where I go live with other creators. I think that'd be really cool to actually be able to like chat with
second
people
level spell
more obviously.
here, but then I can.
Spider-Man, that's sweet. I know you were telling me that you were at like
Okay,
what? You're at
that
like
works.
100
Yeah, I know we
subscribers
still
on YouTube.
run
That's
into
more than
annoying
me,
things
bro.
Like casting.
You're grinding, and I respect that. I respect the hustle.
Oh wait,
Already,
You've actually
too.
been doing it, I think.
I didn't
correctly.
start doing YouTube until
I
after
I just
college.
realized that I can do
So
it.
keep up the
Wow,
work, man.
dude, you can do anything. You
Getting started early, that's huge. That's huge.
And
Damn.
Godrik thinking of
I gotta
how
put in the work.
world is limitless.
Put in the
and your
hours.
only enemy is yourself, not these gargoyles.
That's impressive.
You spread your hands and cast Burning Hands.
Mad
And hit
respect.
the 2 gargoyles south of you for 12 damage each.
I think I fucked it up.
All right, it's gonna be my turn soon on YouTube.
Yeah, because it's supposed
And
to
take
be
what's
rolling
ours. Damn right.
5d6.
And hopefully that's cold hard
5d6s.
cash at the end of the day.
Well, isn't it a level 1 spell and you cast it as a level 2 spell?
I should have cast it as a level 3.
Okay. So we'll allow you to cast it. Didn't it still do 3d6s this time?
Yeah.
Are you supposed to add the 2d6?
We are
to the
surrounded
3d6?
right now.
Oh, like-
3d6s.
We are absolutely surrounded. It's not looking
Is the
great.
Yeah,
box
so
number
isn't that
3d6?
We're
isn't
surrounded
that
by
6d6?
gargoyles over
So
on
did you
the
say you're trying to do
over on
5d6?
YouTube. 24,000
This must be-
views, dog.
There's
5?
two
I
threes.
gotta get to
15
work.
There's 2 3s rolled. 6.
on
I gotta
my
get to work.
Oh no. If you look at just the second box, where it says DC 14 and then it says 5 higher level cast, there's 2 d6s in that 5, and then 15. there's
I
3d6.
see. I didn't realize that like the additional d cast. So I thought the higher level okay.
I don't know what to do in this
You're so
situation.
enlightening.
I would
No
like help.
wonder You're leading our country to safety and protecting us
Over
from
to
threats,
YouTube.
both foreign and domestic.
It's Krispy Kreme.
Service.
I think it's in my bio. Maybe I need to
So
put it
they,
there.
so they hit for 20 damage.
If I don't have my YouTube in my bio,
and,
that's pretty awkward.
You know,
I
these
gotta do
gargoyles
that.
are domestic threats, but that doesn't stop you, Godrik,
And
from
here we are.
laying down the law. And they hit they each take 20 fire damage, as again, your flames just rake their kind of brittle well, looking strong, but under the force of your flames, brittle stone bodies. And the gargoyle directly south of you is crumbling and has fractures all over. It looks like if the wind blows a certain direction, it'll fall.
YouTube Shorts, really?
Meanwhile,
people are
the
using
gargoyle
that?
that's southwest of you, a little.
Because I don't think I've never thought that would get. I never looked at them.
Is heavily damaged and is
people
missing
look at
major
them?
chunks, but it's a lot more.
Maybe I have to make like short. I got to make shorter
that
clips
looks
for my actual like gameplay videos. I think and put those in there. Okay, that's good to know. That'll be good to know.
Yeah, I would like to use 5 sorcery points to recoup the third level spell slot that I just used.
Okay, and you do that, meditating on your magics. Tess, it's now your turn. You're beset upon by gargoyles, but you see Godrik standing strong and using fire magic, which is normal. But I guess he's kind of taking it over.
How dare you? Don't make me cast a fireball in the center of myself.
What do you like to do?
Okay, so I think, can I use Agonazar's Scorcher on the 2 that are like in front of Godrik and I without hitting Godrik?
Yeah, what's the width of Agonazar?
It is 5 feet wide.
Yeah, I think, and we've been playing it like if there's 2 adjacent ones, you can say, hey, I'm aiming at like.
Right. You know, right. Exactly.
Like, so like you don't have to aim it like exactly at a grid.
Yeah, it's like kind of right there,
like
sort
exactly
of.
That.
Yeah.
So perfect. So what level of Agonazar Scorcher do you want to cast?
Good question. I think I will just stick with a level 2 cast of Agonazar Scorcher, DM Daddy.
Okay, cast away.
Good movie.
Dude!
Oh, and you got
3 to that.
I forgot to do the dexterity save for the gargoyles, so they failed automatically.
They already failed?
No, just Godric's, not yours, because I remembered.
I see. And add 3 to that damage for fire damage.
Damage as you cast your hands. And the gargoyles,
hey, Colton. Welcome back.
Oh, my gargoyle, my babies, no. Tess, do you want to describe how Agonazar's Scorcher destroys the 2 gargoyles directly south of you?
Right, so Agonazar's Scorcher, I kind of think of it as just a sort of a molten vat of lava just kind of rising to the surface and then quickly subsiding again. Like almost a wave, and it's just sort of the tsunami of lava that rises over these gargoyles. And luckily, they've already been burned severely by Godrik and myself from fire damage, so when this lava pit comes up, I mean, that the stone just kind of subsumes into the molten lava, and once my Agonazar Scorcher has finally kind of come down, they've just disappeared within it, into that realm of oblivion that I've summoned up the Scorcher from, and they're dead.
Wow. Were they ever living?
Who knows?
For greater minds than ours. And they are both stone and dead.
Yeah, how was everyone's Christmas?
Is there anything else?
That was pretty good. Saw my family. That's always nice. Hung out. And
I'll take that.
Got some nice stuff. Oh, sorry. I meant to press F. But yes, that's the end of my turn.
Okay, sweet. So it's now Phaendar's turn, and to a reminder to all my. You can add a D4 to any
attack roll?
Attack roll or saving throw. Before I think, can you do that, Phaendar? You can't do that unlimited.
It's for a minute.
But for a minute, yeah. So you can use whenever you're making a saving throw.
Let's go.
Or attack roll. We'll just play.
I'll be looking fly in school.
D4, but I don't think you ever know one.
I got a couple sweater vests from my grandpa.
Sweet holy water and magics.
I got what else?
You guys didn't need that.
That's about it. Great, some cash.
But
I'm like to that age where I just get cash.
Project
need it for rent. It's tough. It's a tough life.
As it's his turn.
I always wanted to be an adult, and now it sucks.
But
here we are.
Keep it really
what else are we gonna do?
I'm gonna look at the one right in front of me, and I'm going to attempt to hit it with my.
How's it going, everyone?
Okay. Roll to
How was
hit
everyone's New Year's?
your
Everyone have a fun New
Sabal.
Year's? Yeah, just stay a kid, Spider-Man. Do what you can.
Ooh. Okay.
And I
Responsibility.
get an
Hit.
extra attack as
Duty.
well, right?
Yeah, you always, friend, you always get an extra
Man,
attack.
Colton, that's mad shoes.
So your first attack hits the gargoyle for 11 beautiful radiant damage. You kind of like slice off a nice block of stone,
Nice.
you know, masonry style.
How's
But
it
your
going,
second
everyone?
attack,
Come over to YouTube.
whether it's just
Krispy
because
Kreme, you can hear all the
gargoyle's
boys.
trying to be a
It's
little
a good time.
dexterous, you miss, and it's kind of a glancing blow, and you don't do any damage to it with your second attack. But you hit it for the first attack for 11. Is there anything
Okay.
else you want to do on your turn, Phaendar?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay.
Did you guys know
Jasper,
there's
it's now
like,
your turn.
I don't know
What would you like to
exactly
do?
what the stats are, but there's a billion
I'm going
minutes
to
of
see.
YouTube content
tell me if
that
you would
gets
allow this,
uploaded.
Team Daddy. I'm going to try to
every
reposition the lightning cloud to
hour, maybe, or minute,
this corner
but
right here.
a billion
Within
minutes
5 feet
of
of the
content.
two
Or a
gargoyles.
million.
But if you remember
It's probably a
from
billion,
trigonometry,
to be
C
honest with
squared
you.
is actually larger
But
than A
I
squared
think that's
plus B squared.
insane. That is psycho.
Maybe that's wrong. Maybe it equals.
That there's that amount of
So my
content
my
going into
circle's
there.
bigger, but
Like,
you're
where does it
saying
go?
you want to
They just have a bunch of servers somewhere,
Yeah,
get
some
both of them?
stashed away.
you know,
It's
slay my
ridiculous.
teammate, which has happened before.
Yeah,
and
I mean, so do you want to aim
that's
it
the
like
worst
over one of them, or
feeling ever. Spider-Man is just being the only
attempt
one.
to hit two of them?
I'm trying to
literally
hit
the
that
only one
double
doing any work.
penetration, you know.
It's like that
wow,
even in
boy,
college.
Boy, do I.
You think it would end.
Yeah.
Thanks
so
for the likes,
normally
Molly.
It's
I need
5 foot
this.
radius, but I drew the
I need the
big for-
support.
So
Just keep
that's-
pressing.
That's on
Just
me.
keep going.
So that is the
Get
circle
us up
you
to
see is
3,000.
the lightning that you called.
Do it.
And as a result, it can affect both gargoyles.
Oh damn! You moving it up, Molly? You moving it up?
So if you want to roll the damage for call lightning again, and we can
Yeah,
see if
exactly.
these- our brave
It's
gargoyle
ridiculous.
friends can avoid it.
Oh, we got Colton in on it. It's a
Yes.
race to
You
who
know,
can
that's
get
what I
the
love
most
about you,
likes
Daddy. You're
going.
tough, but you're fair.
Can we get to 10,000 by the end of the night?
It's like they
We'll
tell
be
that
live
to
until about 12 Eastern
sweet,
time.
Sweet Eddard.
It's going crazy. Going crazy today.
Oh, holy guacamole. Damn. Okay. Damn, that's almost perfect. So the gargoyles, you call the lightning, and these
Oh
poor guys
shit!
are trying to make it
Friend
out.
got 28
Oh my
lightning
God.
damage
Okay,
on a
there we go,
gargoyle.
buddy.
That's absurd.
So the first
Damn, we up to
gargoyle is
3,000
unable to
likes.
avoid
You
the
guys
lightning
going
and
off.
takes 28 damage.
Let's go.
As the lightning just
You guys are the
strikes
best.
and
I need this support.
hits the shit
This
out
is
of
good
them.
karma.
Heroes
You're
are
gonna get
philosophy.
all of
You
this
know,
back.
They
I
say
just want you guys to
stone
know
isn't
that.
a conductor, but
I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons, Molly, with some
right
college
now.
friends. Come over to the YouTube. Aren't you
And
subscribed?
then
Come over and check it out.
the other gargoyle is able to kind of like
You can hear all my college buddies.
Just-
It's a good time.
avoid some of the lightning, even though it's flying. And only
Guys, thanks
takes
so much for the
14
likes. You
damage.
guys are awesome. You
And
guys are already
so one of
almost
the
gonna
gargoyles,
get it up
like,
to
half its
4.
chunks are missing, and another is kind of
Take
piecemeal.
breaks for your thumbs. I don't want you
but they're
guys to
both hit by
stress.
your call
How
lightning.
dare you,
And you don't
Mrs.
use a
Thomas?
spell slot. It's just an action.
That's
to
messed
move
up.
The spell you already cast because you're
That's messed
concentrating.
up. I'm trying to make a living out here. I'm just
Is there
trying to
anything,
make some
any other
bread.
spell or anything else you want to do?
Out here
No,
being
I'm not
shamed.
just ready shield, and if I get hit,
Okay, got it.
Do it,
Now the turn of the
Spider-Man.
gargoyles.
Mod this
They
chat.
just-
Mod
the
both
two-
chats. Come
They
on.
just got
I
hit by
need you.
lightning. Just go to gang up Azaka, and they, do kind of a 1-2 bite claw. And
What's up, Carrie?
Azaka is
You got a shout out from the
hit
Krispy Kremer himself.
for
You're welcome. That's going to be worth a lot one day. So you record
6
that.
piercing damage from a bite, and she gets slashed for 3 more damage from a claw. So she's hit for 9 damage, but they're kind of like glancing blows. Her strong,
Oh, no.
just frame is able to absorb a lot of it. And we
Thanks for
have
the
another
likes, everyone.
gargoyle
You guys are awesome.
who takes
Thanks for
a
hanging out with me tonight.
Swipe at Phaendar.
It's a good time.
Both of attack.
Molly, tell Lauren to get on.
Phaendar's easily able to
Got
deflect.
54. We're
And
working
then
on
another
it.
That still sees Godrik as a
We're working on the
tasty
YouTube
morsel.
grind.
And
I figured come over to
misses him with its
TikTok,
bite,
get people over
but
here
kind of the fall
to
through
YouTube, but we'll
slashes,
figure it out.
breaks Godrik over kind of like the back of his neck.
Indoor
With
skydiving.
6
Oh, I've always
damage
wanted to do that
claws.
because I can't do real skydiving. Too afraid of heights.
And
Can't do
Godrik
it.
takes that 6 damage, and now it's the turn of Azaka. And she
I'm too scared.
scimitar, // and misses the first gargoyle, but her second attack is a critical.
How's everyone
and
doing
she
today?
hits it for 8 damage.
I've said that too many times. I got to come up with more things to say while we're here. This is just the longest I've been here because last time I got reported.
Back to the top
and
of the
we
order.
got kicked off.
You got one gargoyle
for
whispering
4
in your
days.
ear. What would you like to do?
Too long. Too long, quite frankly. It was messed up. So here we are. We're back. And we're trying to be as politically correct as possible to avoid any issues.
I'm going to go with...
Thank you, Dr. Thomas. Thank you. I know you said to call you Mike, but the respect has to be there, you know. But I appreciate that. I need that. It's all thanks to the PC I built. You know? Just trying to put in the work.
Wow, really smart with a whole fireball. Huh?
And take what's up. Molly, tell Lauren to get on. Where's Lauren? I need her support.
Firebolt and add it because you are blessed.
Alright, so I'll do the firebolt first. And what do you think?
It's a D6, so you're cheating, but I understand Yes. Yeah, Chris, what is... Chris, you little snake.
What? I'm not rolling that.
Not you. I think you're... We gotta go over some sweet words. So you're hit for... So you hit, and the gargoyle takes 9 fire damage. Fireball, direct hit right in the chest. You know, knocks off.
Damn, we're about to get up to 4,000 likes. Oh, there's Lauren. There she is. My little sister, everyone. Everyone say, welcome, Lauren.
Yeah,
welcome
so
to the chat.
I was casting that, I heard like some otherworldly voice.
What's up, bro?
It was my sorcerer
I still haven't watched the
something
Harry
like
Potter
that.
special. I need
but
to.
I just heard them, fireball, and just felt it deep within me, and it really just, made me flourish my cast a little bit. It was like, because
I need
could
this.
feel it coming from them.
I need this, Molly.
What I was doing, and that I had chosen.
Every great YouTube starts with a couple strong and avid fans.
Not just those other fireballs around.
Yes, he is Spider-Man. I've seen it with my own eyes. He's also a moderator of the chat, so you better respect him.
Unrelated. Yes. What would you like to do?
Okay. I think seeing the gripping attack on Azaka, I'm not engaged with this gargoyle right there, right?
No, you're not.
Okay, sweet. So I will step out from there and step on this dead body here. I don't know if you can get mine to be
you're kind of like stepping on the stones because they're crumbled.
Oh, right, and yeah,
how you described it, a volcano erupted.
Yes, and they have been subsumed by it. I will actually see both this gargoyle here and then this gargoyle there, and I will cast another twin-level firebolt.
Okay, so you're using twin spell and firebolt. So the two that are attacking Azaka. So roll to hit with firebolt, and we'll see if you get them.
Shit, please.
Okay, and can you roll a d4 to add to that?
Yes, I can.
Phaendar.
Fuck. And add 3, so 15 total.
Got it. Just give me 1 quick second.
I'm not doing drugs, Molly. That's messed up. I'm trying to... Listen, I'm playing Dungeons & Dragons with my college friends on YouTube at Krispy Kreme. It's my name, P, and cream spelled like a cream donut. Did I win, DM Daddy?
If by winning you mean the firebolts
what did I do?
Your hand, but for some reason, whether it was seeing Godrik's just really like believing in himself, his firebolts, yours just lack their normal potency. And as they hit the gargoyles, they just kind of like fizzle out and end up just kind of like, if you saw like water splashed on a huge stone at the beach or on on a cliff, like the water just kind of like rolls off and the stones aren't damaged. That's like what your fire does. It just kind of like splatters on the stone bodies of the gargoyle, and you're unable to harm.
So I did nothing.
You did nothing.
Excellent.
Well, you didn't do nothing.
Well,
Azaka probably, Azaka looked over you got the sense that she really appreciated that someone was trying to help her directly, but she also was like, oh, I wish that was more helpful. Probably. You can only, assume.
I can only do so much, I am the great testicle, and there's not, there's only so much I can do. I'm trying.
Speaking of doing, is there anything else you'd want to do on your turn?
No. I'm going to just kind of look on in defeat and sadness.
Okay, wow. Down already. Phaendar,
Yep.
It is now your turn. What would you like to do?
Gonna keep it.
I did not touch the heat at all when I was home.
But we are trying to break these gargoyles.
I did not touch the thermostat. And for her to assume it was me, I'm hurt.
Okay.
Because I never touched it. That thing doesn't even work. Molly, we have one person on the YouTube Live, and it's most likely Spider-Man, because he's moderating it. What the hell? She should be mad at John. Did she even assume John was involved, or was it just me?
Like flying.
Did she just think it was me?
Broken off. You take a huge chunk out of part of its wing.
It had to have been, unless it was you.
Missing from it.
And you're just hiding blame.
Looks like close to being destroyed, but still capable of fighting.
What's up, Zeke?
Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
How's life?
Phaendar?
That's a good
What's
question.
up, Jake? How you doing?
Let me see something really
Chilling?
quick.
Having a good time? But no, it wasn't me. I did not touch the thermostat when I was home. I'm quite frankly offended.
I think I'm alright. I'm just gonna maybe turn
playing
around
Dungeons
to
and
that
Dragons
other
over on YouTube
gargoyle
at
that's
Krispy
harassing
Kreme.
Godrik and be like, hey, Ugly, why don't you pick on someone your own size? Even though they're probably like
Come on over,
smaller
hang
than
out.
us,
We
or
live,
whatever.
playing Dungeons and Dragons with some college friends.
As you stand tall and proud, Phaendar.
You must be Jake. He must be
your
Jake.
words
Stay
ring out across the jungle. And with that, we have Jasper's turn. Jasper, what would you like to do?
I'm calling down from Odin himself. I want to get that lightning right up their assholes. Hopefully, we can break them this time.
Lauren, don't tell people lies.
We shall see.
I'm not. I'm the furthest thing from
you'll
cool.
Use your action
That hurts.
Yeah.
with your call lightning.
Bada bing, bada boom.
What's up, train guy?
The skies open up, and the gargoyles have to again make an alarm. But we have to try to avoid. And
Thanks, Spider-Man. That means a lot coming from you, because
they're
quite
unable
frankly,
to
you're the coolest
avoid
person here.
as the
You're
lightning
Spider-Man.
comes down,
You know
crashes
what I mean?
down.
So,
And
kind of got me beat.
you want to describe,
I'm gonna send myself legs.
Jasper, how this
'Cause I need this.
storm cloud you
See, look at me
created
go.
rains down lightning.
Look at this, Lauren. Is this
gargoyles.
someone who's cool
Hell
to
yeah,
you?
man.
It's me adding
So,
likes to my own live stream.
The lightning bolts
What's up, Luna?
down.
How's it going?
And
You just
I
tap
think
the
it was
screen,
just
Lauren. How else do you
the
like
synergy
things?
between the
How
bolts
else do you
kinda
do it?
Connected and even transferred that power equally between
Come
the
on.
two.
Just tap
And
the
it
screen.
shattered him so
me.
bad that perhaps we have
You
to
can't.
shield ourselves from
I'm too
cover
good.
from all that
It's so
shrapnel.
funny. You can send yourself likes.
It
You can
disintegrates.
send your own self likes.
And
It's
there, and
embarrassing.
shrapnel's flying everywhere and kind of like
How many did I send total?
down.
I sent
and it
200
bounces off
likes
the
to
side of
myself.
it.
I
strong,
alone
solid
will
base,
get
but,
myself up
Tess
to
and
10,000
Godrik
if I
are
have to.
like flinching stones, kind of like pelt them all over because they weren't ready for this. And Phaendar stands pretty strong. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn, Jasper?
That'll be it. Just ready to
Oh,
shield.
thanks for the likes.
Okay. It is now the turn of our gargoyle.
What's up, G5 on Kim?
And at this stage, you guys haven't been able to really like see.
Oh, it's
a lot
Jason.
of, like
I know who Jason is. We were gonna
reaction
play.
in the
We
gargoyle.
played
They
Among
haven't
Us,
seemed to-
and then you left
to
because you're fake. You're
like
a fake
emote
fan,
or
Jason.
communicate with each other. And you just notice that seeing kind of a lot of their number be
Yeah,
destroyed.
let's
it
get up
seems
to
that they just
5,000
suddenly
likes,
make
everyone. Let's do it. Let's do it together.
turn and try to fly away. So the first gargoyle above Phaendar
I
goes
won't.
to fly
I won't
away,
stop the
and
slander.
it's leaving your area of influence. Phaendar, do you want to make an attack of opportunity against that gargoyle?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Among Us.
Roll to hit with your Sunblade.
Sussy Baka.
Okay, you hit.
Oh, yeah. How many
And
did I give myself?
the
We have
gargoyle
5,000 likes, baby.
looks to be about to fall into pieces, but it's fractured, shell is able to somehow stand together and moves to fly away. And it flies up in the air about 10 feet and then about 40 feet away from you. It flies away.
I just turned on my fan. How sick was that?
Good sense of distance. Ooh.
Yeah, just sending me likes. Yeah, thanks. It's given me so much
Flying away.
validation.
And you can still see it, but it's almost like...
Honestly, I wonder if I'll be able to see who
and
sent
then
the most
adjacent
likes. We'll see who's my
gargoyle
biggest fan at
does
the
the
end.
same. It kind of goes 10 feet in the air.
It's true. Spider-Man
And as
does
it's doing
moderate
that,
my TikTok
Godrik,
and YouTube.
do you want to make
so
an attack of opportunity against the gargoyle?
I'm going to keep my B.
And what are you using to do that?
Well, I don't have any. Well, I have weapons, but I don't have any drawn. So I suppose it would be like an unarmed strike. Probably just try and punch it as it.
Yeah. Roll to hit with an unarmed strike, please.
Of course.
One day this chat is going to be popping. And Spider-Man's going to be moderating it. Sending myself likes. Does it show that I'm sending likes?
I think it's just. Oh, what do I roll for an unarmed strike?
One day, Lauren.
I don't know. Is it on the character sheet as like an attack or?
Kind of worried she might get
she
might get arrested by the Child Protective Services. That is a funny story, though.
Damage because I have a -1 strength modifier.
I'll tell that story
so
if
as
we get
it's
to
leaving,
10,000.
how do you describe how you like try to hit it with your?
Yeah, I'll be that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, get out, and you just like smack it. And if anything, it propels the gargoyle forward more. And the gargoyle gets up and then flies away. Again, uses its movement, flies away about 40 feet. Actually, it's one further. And its turn is over. As Azaka kind of turns around, she like looks at the panicked and she's like, we shouldn't let them get away, and takes out her longbow and shoots at the one that Phaendar had recently attacked, the northernmost one, and takes 2 shots. And the first one misses, but the second one hits. And I don't really get how like a longbow would do damage to a gargoyle, but it makes the northmost one just kind of like it was like the one little.
See you, Lauren.
Tick to make
7K
it fall
likes. We almost there.
And it falls.
Thank you, Molly. I appreciate it.
And is destroyed. And her turn is over.
You're just gonna get that watch time up, you know.
Godrik, it's now your turn.
One day we'll
There's
be back.
just that one remaining gargoyle who is flying.
I'm just glad we haven't been reported and banned yet. That's important, I think.
15 feet in the air, up, like higher above you, and 40 feet distance away from you.
Thanks, Lauren.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
I'm gonna go.
I'm looking forward to having everyone just come to hang out. What's up, Nick? How's it going?
Okay.
Check me out.
Fireball. And you hit.
We out here. We putting in work.
13 damage. So you hit it for. And a big chunk of stone flies off its back shoulder, but it's still intact and looks to be flight worthy. And is there anything else you want to do in your turn?
That's all I got.
Okay, Tess. It is now your turn. Talky, chatty Cathy over there.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
So it is indeed, I believe, within range of my firebolts. Yes, it is. So I will just send a firebolt to that gargoyle.
Okay, roll to hit with your firebolt.
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, it's just a regular hit.
Well, I know, but you add 3 to it, and is the blessing over?
As Godrik. Yeah, the blessing is still there, but the blessing to hit, attacks to hit, and saving throws.
Oh,
So
it's
it
attacks to
would've made
hit,
20
not
or
damage.
22, yeah, it's not damage. It's just to success. So it would have made the 22 or 26, but both the 22 hits. So you hit the gargoyle for 14 damage.
Sick.
And another big chunk of stone flies off, and the gargoyle is falling apart, but it's still flying.
I guess fire doesn't matter.
He's a hard beast.
Is there anything else you want to do on your turn, Tess?
I am all set, my dear.
Okay, Phaendar. It is now your turn.
Jason, this is what I
would you like
need.
to do?
You're making it up to me after ditching me and all of my family in Among Us.
How far away is it?
What's up, Brenna?
It's about.
I would go
40
live with you
feet
together in a future live stream.
It's 15 feet up.
I would, but I have to be
And
focused
how,
on this
like,
as well.
fucked
I
up
would.
does it
I
look?
promise.
It looks pretty wounded. It doesn't look like if a strong breeze will make the. But it will. It looks like decently wounded.
I don't think there's not really much of anything that I can do.
We are so close to 10K. That's so funny.
But
I don't know if I get anything from
gonna
that.
go ahead.
I wonder if they'll give me money. If TikTok will give me money. I'll share the wealth. I will. I'll send like a penny to Lauren and have her disperse
I guess I'll just run
she
towards
sees
it
fit.
as much as I can.
Because we did this.
And use my extra movement this turn to dash. Is that okay?
Yeah, you can dash.
It's like the
My
newest
action to
hot
dash,
app.
rather.
Yeah.
Oh boy, how do I move myself now? There we go. So how much can I move with the dash?
It doubles your movement.
Okay, so I can move
30
60
feet. You can
feet,
move 60
so
feet
that
with
takes
dash.
me.
It takes up your action.
Oh wait,
We all deserve the
that's
money,
fine.
Molly.
So
We
I'll
do.
dash to like, and I'll basically go to like, right up on him, if that's all right.
Yeah, you can run. Yeah, and you're right. Like,
And is he like way above me, or is he like in melee?
so do you remember how I?
Yeah,
was
he flew
at
up,
the-
right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
He's 15 feet above you.
You guys should all come over to the YouTube
Okay,
too.
that's fine. As long as I'm
You know,
keeping.
If you wanted. It's YouTube, Chris.
Actually, since he's not in combat with me, that was only like 35 feet. Can I run like
it's not
like an additional
it's
like
not, it's not mandatory,
maybe
but it'd be
like
cool.
10
we hit
feet
10,000.
past him to like right here to kind of like dissuade?
Okay,
Yeah, so you can run. You can run past him. Tell me what you mean.
We were on vacation.
You know,
And,
kind of like get
I was
like
I think
in
like
his
a
way.
sophomore in
I
high
know
school.
he's
Lauren
above
might
me, but like
not
you know,
remember, but
make
I was
my
a young,
presence known
troubled soul,
in front of him.
and I
You know
didn't
what I mean?
really like
Okay,
beach
yeah, so you,
vacations.
like-
we were at the beach,
Are you like going like this?
and I was
Yeah,
being
I'm like,
quite
hey, get
an
back here,
annoying
kind of
little
like trying to
brat,
like make myself
an
bigger,
awful,
like if you were
just
like
Got it.
trying to like fight a
vile
bear.
brat.
Perfect. Totally.
I didn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
I didn't
So
want to go anywhere.
You do that, and
The only
you
thing I
can't
wanted was a
sense a
bike,
reaction from
and I
the
kept
gargoyle.
bullying my mom. I said, "I'm
That
not
doesn't mean
walking.
there was
I need a
reaction.
bike. I want a bike."
And with
And so I
that, it is now
was just
Jasper's
so
turn.
annoying.
Jasper, what would
And
you
she
like to do?
snapped. We were in our little cottage,
All right.
and she
So,
snapped.
definitely in range.
And she ran up to me with the
Call
finger,
it.
and she said, "I swear to God, Christopher, you
Well,
keep doing
45,
this. You keep this
50
up,
feet.
and I will have you sent straight
Shot
home."
before Hush Puppy.
And then I said
with
something really snarky. I
white-
can't exactly remember what I said.
Okay.
the
I said, like,
position
this
just
is
to
BS or
the
something.
Left of him, so I don't.
And then she
you know,
sprinted at
fuck
me,
up
and
from
I
there.
ran up the stairs, and then
It's a
she
shame that
cornered me in the
Phaendar's not standing
bathroom.
underneath him, huh?
And I was like, I sat on the toilet. I was frightened.
So roll.
And she got
the
in my face
damage
again with her
for
finger.
Call lightning.
And I was about to say something, and then she slapped me across the face. And I never said a word. I never said a word to her the rest of the vacation. It was awful. She, to this day, claims she never hit me. I know she hit me. It is in my veins. I feel it to my very core to this day. Every time I see her, I think of her hitting me.
Okay, and he will
It's
try
terrifying.
to make a saving throw.
It's horrifying. So that's the story of my mom hitting me. I was being a
And he
dick.
fails.
I acknowledge that. I was
Jasper, do you
being
want to
awful.
describe how your
But
disintegrates and destroys
she
the
likes
last
to
gargoyle?
pretend that she's this angel
Yeah,
who
you see
never
the flash
once hit her children.
before you hear the
She hit
thunderous
me.
boom.
It was
And
awful.
again, almost like a grenade.
So I hope you enjoyed that story.
exploding shards of stone
Thanks for the 10K
into
likes.
oblivion.
Good work, everybody.
Goodbye, Gypsy.
This is good work. And it's
Sweet
all
dreams.
just you guys just sitting there tapping your phones. Tap, tap, tapping away.
And with that, combat is over. You guys, have survived, and for that, you receive each of you receive 540 experience points for the encounter.
Bless you. $540, right?
Yes, 540.
So Phaendar, knowing that Godrik got a little messed up in that fight, right? He saw Godrik get messed up.
You saw Godrik get hit, bitten, and scratched by some gargoyles.
And Azaka, so Phaendar's gonna, sprint back to the
I'll try and
team,
think of a good story.
The gargoyle for now, and just go to do lay on hands on Godrik and Azaka,
because I might now be in full depth on the YouTube.
And just be like, "Are you guys okay?"
Because we just finished
I
combat,
saw
so
you
it's
guys
not turn by
take
turn. I have to
pretty
be
bad
focused.
hits there.
Phaendar, you never cease to amaze me with just how much you care, and I love you.
So you guys might have to come over to the YouTube. I might end the live. I might.
We don't do a lot of appreciating on this journey.
I know that's sad.
Right now, I appreciate you.
But it continues on YouTube.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys. I mean, you guys took out like a good chunk of those gargoyles. I just kind of messed up one. Okay.
Did I see Matt Lewicki join?
But yeah,
Matt?
that was
Is that
good.
you?
Azaka, are you feeling all right?
She kind of like rubs her shoulder.
It's Krispy Kreme, right? Everyone go to that on YouTube.
So much better.
I'll be here,
Phaendar.
and I'll be chatting over there.
She just reaches over and puts a hand on you. It's like, thank you, and I mean it.
I'm gonna look at Azaka and I'm gonna say, "Are you thinking what I'm thinking?"
She looks.
I'll see everyone on YouTube. Thanks for getting me to 12K.
And
I love you
with
all.
My slender form, I'm gonna come up next to Phaendar and I'm gonna get on my tippy toes and give him a little kiss on the cheek.
Azaka thought you were going in for a group hug, but seeing that, she kind of adjusts for like somewhat of a dignified hug and like air kiss on the cheek next to him. So like you guys are, Azaka's on this side and you're pecking Phaendar on this side. He's just.
And Phaendar is going to blush like very noticeably, like turn like tomato red. And he'll be like, thank you guys. We should search these gargoyles now."
That was in character. I just laugh at him. And then,
a happy chuckle. And so, Phaendar, do you want to try to search or look at the gargoyles?
Yeah, I'm gonna like try to look through the gargoyles, see if there's anything of note. And see what I can find.
Okay.
I'll start off with the 3 that are around me. I don't know if it matters.
You're looking at the ones closest to you.
What's up, creamers? You guys are all part of the creaming army now.
You really just see chunks of stone. You can't really identify anything beyond that for the gargoyles.
Can I, let me see. For my spell, can I cast Detect Magic on the remains?
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I'll do that right now. Do you need me to put it in chat or no?
No, it's fine. I can, I'll take a peek at it. But I'm pretty sure what it does. You're sensing magic within 30 feet. So, you take a look at you cast Detect Magic, and looking specifically at the bodies of the gargoyles to see if anything about that. And you don't detect any. The stones themselves have no magic. You don't detect like anything from them. However, you detect
What's up, creamers?
A faint trace of
welcome,
almost like a
Please
glitter
enjoy.
on the wind that you think it might give you a sense of
trails.
Well, yeah, exactly. Well said. You detect some gentle chemtrails of the gargoyles where you think they came from. and you don't have like a specific direction, but you believe it looks like the trail is coming from pretty far in the south west, so southwest of where you are, which is next to Sabal.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and tell the party. As I'm looking through the remains, I'll say like, guys, I detect the stone that made these gargoyles isn't magical, but there is a magic coming from them, coming distant, far off in the southwest. I don't know how that serves us now, but that's what I'm picking up.
Azaka, how far away are we now from Sabal?
Only a few hours. I think that if we go, we walk east for a bit, we should, if
Welcome, Creamers. How's it going, everyone?
Our Cora from Firefinger told us we should be quite close to being Phil. We should be quite close to Sabal, like half a day, I'd say.
And sorry, DM Daddy, what time of day is it? When did we get attacked? Like in the middle of the night?
Morning. It's kind of like early morning.
Okay. And we all got done with our full rests and stuff.
Yes, everyone completed their rest and woke up to the garden. And I forget exactly what the investigation technique was. One of it involved throwing something at them.
Excellent.
I think I mage handed and tried to push one out of a tree.
Yeah.
And then it woke up.
Oh, that's right.
Jasper, is that some turkey ragu?
Oh, what does that look like?
That looks like dog shit, my guy.
That looks like Stinky with the poo right there.
Is that
With mad corn.
Is that like bread?
Some sort of pudding.
Oh. You want a bite?
Oh.
Is that meat? Is that
Oh, that's horrible.
meatloaf? It's just like the lighting mutes everything and makes it go brown.
What's up, Lauren?
Big shit, yeah.
It's very brown and nutty.
Oh, it is nutty. Okay, I got some.
I apologize for my friend's
wood
behavior,
notes
creamers.
in the appearance.
Yeah,
This is what you get yourselves into when you join the
it's
creaming
like
army.
oatmeal bites or something. I don't know. My mom.
Oh yeah, I thought that was the box you were playing before. Okay, nice.
It's pretty good.
What a callback.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, with that taken care of, I guess we should continue our journey to Sabal. We should pack up and finally get to Sabal. It's been a long time coming, but I think it's time.
I think it,
yeah, I agree.
As everyone kind of goes to grab their stuff in camp, she kind of looks around and says, I hope maybe they know something more about these cars. I don't know what prompted the attack. I've seen them, but I haven't encountered any gargoyles themselves that have attacked in any of my travels in Schult. I wonder if it has something to do with Sabal. But as we're going to Sabal, what are we? I've never been here before, and as the guide, I wish I could offer advice. But what's our goal? What are we trying to gather or accomplish by stopping by?
Well, to my understanding, the first and foremost is to get any information that we can about the death curse.
How's it going, creamers?
Asking people native to the jungles of Chult and
Spider-Man, what are you up to? Are you up to anything fun?
Mystery can definitely point us in the right direction. I don't know if the same person who could do the Dance of the Seven Winds, which is the second thing we're there for, could provide us with some of that information, but we could definitely at least ask. And obviously with the Dance of the Seven Winds, it just makes travel probably a little bit easier if the rumors are true. And then the third thing is to look for any leads regarding Artist Simber and the Ring of Winter to see if we can maybe pick up his trail.
Yeah, and it wouldn't it would be a good idea too, I think, to try and find our good friend Nafir. I think he can kind of show us around a little bit more, and maybe give us some more information regarding who to look for in Sabal with that kind of information.
Do we remember who Nafir told us to get the dance from?
Yeah, it was Ashara, I think. Let me look.
You and your notepad. It always comes in handy. I'm so happy.
That's so nice. Don't you love that I take notes? Doesn't it make you want to kiss me?
I'm not bad, but like if the night goes well, sure.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll take that. Let's see. Here it is. Ashara. Yep. We want Ashara to do the Dance of the Seven Winds for us so we can learn how to fly.
Hell yeah.
I think that's what we get. I have to imagine that's just... It can't be true. We can't defy the laws of gravity, but I mean, what's the harm in doing the dance and seeing what happens?
Do you just bust some moves on the dance floor and we can fly after that? Are you sure?
Yeah, I think we just got to hump the floor a little bit and pump the air and have a good time. I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong.
I don't really understand what that means. Could you give me a live demo?
So the problem is the here in the wilderness, I usually like to charge for that kind of thing. And, I don't want any outside spectators, but I think you and me in private...
2,000 gold for that out in the jungle, would you say?
Truly.
Phaendar, I'm sensing some hostility from you, and I don't know how to respond to it.
I don't know what's hostile. I mean, everybody else can make jokes, but when Phaendar makes a joke, everybody thinks it's just like this mean... I'm just saying, would you...
I might say that's what it would go for out here in the wilderness. I might say that.
Okay. Just asking. It's an innocent question.
It's fair enough. It's a fair question. Yeah, I would... 2,000 might be a bit steep. I'd say maybe 1.75k. We're getting beside ourselves. Azaka, I think we should head to Sabal whenever you're ready. And Tess kind of starts packing up the camp nervously.
Busted.
I'm gonna
Azaka chuckles because she's never really seen Tess help out anything.
That is untrue. I clean up the camp I guess I can't say this because this is Azaka in her head, but this is bullcrap, DM Daddy, if you are saying that. I always pick up the camp.
Azaka just chuckles and, seems like a pleasant surprise, like a mother first time. And it's like, oh, maybe they're growing up. Maybe not. And with that, the camp is packed up. Azaka picks
How's it going, Creamers? Welcome to the stream.
I think, Tess, speaking of which, I think you were holding the jug.
You can definitely proofread the book, Lauren.
So, I assume in packing up, you picked up the jug as well.
Oh, that'll be my next story time. I'll talk about my book, but I don't want anyone to take it, so maybe I won't do that.
Azaka kind of gestures for the party to fall in, and starts walking eastward through the jungle. And as everyone accompanies her, you guys walk through the jungle for a few hours, and before long, Jasper, everyone can see it, the kind of cliffs in the distance, really high up, and you can see it looks like there's some type of, at first it almost looks like something was slashed into the cliffs, but as you guys kind of get closer,
do I have to pay you to proofread?
Jasper, you notice at first,
or are you just doing it for fun?
Some type of structure on the cliffside built out of it. And as you guys get really close, you see what looks to be kind of an ancient temple or monastery of some sort overlooking the jungle from a perch on the edge of a cliff and kind of a plateau above it. The lowest part of this structure looks to be at least 500 feet off the ground. There's the main building kind of in the center that has this circular maze-like symbol.
Thank Christ, I don't have that kind of money to throw around, Lauren.
It's all crumbling. All the buildings look relatively decrepit. But you can see there's activity. Every few minutes, you see, a bird or two landing kind of at the door to that big temple or leading from it. And all of the buildings, don't have front doors so much as kind of little perches with doorways for the for
welcome, creamers.
VR
Welcome to the
cores
stream.
for people to move in and out of. And it's not long that you guys are a few hundred feet away from the base of the cliff. And Azaka just kind of stops and looks up at the cliff and seems to be thinking.
I'd like to take a deep, hard look.
I've already spent Jeff's
these
$50,
cliffs,
Lauren.
and
I have.
Look for any traces of extreme cold or, like
That's not my
remnants
fault.
of what I presume the conquering of winter would, leave behind.
Got it. Can you give me a perception check with advantage?
Percepto! Where's that shite? There it is.
And upon looking at the cliffs, you don't see a sign of
I haven't.
elements or like ice splashes or cold. Nothing like you see in the jungle.
I've got like
You do notice that
90
it
pages
looks like
left.
there were originally ramps going all
Oh
the way up.
shit! I just
and
lost
kind
my
of
spot.
like outcrops.
No.
Built almost like a stairway kind of scaffolding thing, but they're long since been destroyed.
Okay, I found it.
And it looks like the only way to get up is to
Maybe I'll read it
kind of move as a group and kind of
on my stream
climb.
next. Maybe that's what I'm gonna do next on my stream. I'll just read my book.
Zaka, what are you thinking about?
She kind of looks up and sees
I can do it.
and kind of sees that the she looks and she's like, I think originally these were built for people from the ground to access, but since they're only the only residents, or at least it's that I can see, are the Arcora, flying is the only way that they get around, and so there's no need for them to maintain these lower levels. She kind of looks and she's like, I can see that there are actually
That's what I was thinking. Do it at night and
somewhat
just
built
read.
in
Just read the book.
that we can try
Bring
and make
people
our
back
way
to their
up.
childhood.
I think we might have to be a little athletic to get up there, but otherwise, it's certainly accessible. But otherwise, I don't know how we're going to get up there. It's hundreds of feet in the air. Those birds look like specks to me.
Well, if there's one thing that our party is known for, it's definitely our raw athleticism and our ability to scale steep surfaces. So,
Especially chimneys.
What? I'm just gonna stop my conversation with Azaka. Just what?
Chimneys, like the holes in the tower of Firefinger. You remember the holes? Yeah. Were you thinking I was Santa Claus? Was that kind of what came to your mind?
Who?
Oh.
I'm Santa Claus? What's Santa Claus?
From Stranger Things.
What is she talking about?
I think a gargoyle hit her in the head.
Is that?
I did get bit on the head. It didn't feel too great.
Just like with the new sense of confusion, and
So how we?
wonder if there's something wrong where she's projecting, false humor and facade.
I can't imagine what you would be talking about, quite frankly.
Zaka kind of like moves away from Tess and goes and grabs Jasper. Can't hear any of this. I'm accustomed to some comments from Tess, but I've really never heard her say anything that even you, the party members, are just so confused by. Do you think was there any damage in the fight, or did something happen overnight?
I think what she's been doing is sneaking out and smoking that dried toad poison.
Can Tess hear any of this, DM Daddy? Or
No, Tess, you can't. You're like kind of away from the party, so they're kind of like clustered. You could try to. Right now, you can't hear anything.
no, I won't try. I'll let the party continue.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, Zaka. You know, it's a little bit concerning. We should definitely keep our eye out, make sure that she's her whole self before going to cure Sabal. But what do you know of any? You're the subject matter expert here. What do you know about gaining the ability to fly?
That's the
whether that's through
he's the dungeon
magic,
master. He's the
or
guy
whether
that kind
that's
of runs
taming some flying
the
beasts.
Dungeons and Dragons of what we're doing.
Side chuckles, Jasper.
That's Kevin.
Never,
He's like
you never cease
30.
to
He's
amaze me
married.
with your ingenuity. To be honest, I know nothing about gaming. You know,
I met
for
him
the
at BC
hardcore view
when
themselves as
I was in
humanoid
freshman
equals,
league.
to any of the other races, but and the Terrafolk are dangerous monsters. I've never seen someone try to tame them. Otherwise, for large creatures, I don't know much about flying. Nazir did seem very confident in the dance, so there has to be some truth to that. But before that, I'd never heard of a ritual or spell that would allow grounded creatures like ourselves to be able to fly.
Well, a little bit more study and practice of my craft of wild shape. I will soon be able to gain.
Oren,
the
we're in
ability to fly,
character
and
right now.
perhaps
I can't just do that.
Fly all of you up, you know.
But I will.
That might be
Once we get
several
to
weeks
the
or
normal
even
point.
months from now.
So right now we're
But
role
why
playing.
don't we gather the party around and grab our jug of infinite liquids and go to Cure Sabal. Wait, actually, hold on. Side note: is Cure Sabal this like cliff tower thing that we see, or is this like a super city?
Yeah, you believe that to be Kirsabal, and Azaka's referring to it as Kirsabal.
So
Got it. Okay.
maybe we could approach this entrance and call for Nafir, and maybe he would fly us up one by one. I don't know how deep that cave is, or if he would be even close to the entrance to here, but that's all I can think of. I don't know how else to get up there, other than climbing the rock face, which, as we know, we are not very good at.
This is kind of a little handout that you guys can see from Kirsabal.
We might just be able to like scream and yell and yodel and get some attention.
Yeah.
Why not?
So it's
Yeah.
What was that?
DM
Jasper?
Daddy, water right there that's separating Cure Sabal from like the mainland where we are.
No. You guys are like close to the base. It's like you're like at the base of a rock face, and you can see grooves that you can try to like walk up.
I'll tell them
like,
everyone
half
says
walk,
hi.
half climb.
You're not
There are, like,
you're not
ramps carved
disrupting,
into
Lauren.
it.
Don't worry.
It just looks like the wooden kind of supports.
As long as I'm not pressing F, they can't hear me.
Handrails.
We're safe.
And
We're safe here.
You know, foundations are have gaps, are kind of like corroded or don't look incredibly sturdy.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I think that's a good idea, Tess. Why don't we go just approach it? You know, what are we gonna do if someone asks us for $2,000? You know, or 2,000 gold pieces? What are we gonna do?
Well, as we know, I would give it to them. So maybe I shouldn't be in charge of the negotiation at that point. But I have to assume that there have been people who walk here, and there must be like some kind of like taxi man, flying featherman who comes.
I say we just name drop as many people as we can. So we just start with
Nafir, Ashara, yeah,
all
just
that.
That's a good move, Phaendar.
Phaendar, that is brilliant. We say that we know everyone, and we're on this quest from a higher authority to secure the cock ring of everlasting winter. I guarantee you, we'll get a flight up there.
We'll have to. with knowing that.
What are they gonna say? No.
I thought, didn't we talk last time about telling everybody that we meet every detail?
That's true. Yeah, we shouldn't be so forthcoming with our information. Yeah.
Should we tell them that we're going to Cure Sabal? I mean, we might as well.
You got me there, Phaendar.
Let's how about this? We'll get our story straight. We'll name drop as many people as we can. We won't say anything about the Ring of Winter. We'll just look for signs of that on our own. Maybe if we trust people enough, like, you know, Nafir, he kind of like owes us his life. Maybe we ask him, like, hey, do you know a guy by the name of Artist Simber that's like walked around here? That would be the only person I would ask.
I think, and I forget the name in the rows, we should also ask who that is, because that might lead us also in the direction of Artist Simber if we can figure out like where she's from. What's her name? Hold on.
Yeah, her name was Alessandra.
Alessandra. Yeah, so we'll ask about Artist Simber and Alessandra.
Gotcha.
Okay.
We only ask those questions to people that we're okay knowing what we're doing.
Not armed mercenary men. No.
For right now, the only person we could ask about anything regarding the Ring of Winter would be Nafir, if that.
And then whoever he says to talk to about it, if he has anybody, then maybe we are forthcoming with that person. We won't shout it from the rooftop about the cock ring of winter.
Now, any Aarakocra that we run into, we just say,
see you, Lauren. Thanks for coming.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
Get it.
Okay.
All right. Who wants to start yelling at the bird people up there? See if we can get a little escort. No? Oh, it's me? Okay.
Please, Godrik, since you offer.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna step 10 steps away from the party, and I'm gonna just look up. I see some specks flying around up there. I see some winged bird beings. So I'm just gonna cup both my hands. I can't do it right now because I'm holding my push to talk. But I'm just gonna say, Yoo-hoo!
Thanks for staying, Spider-Man. You're the homie.
Hello! And just kind of shout repeated greetings interspiced with yodels. See if I can gain some attention.
And you see, as you're making those noises, Godrik, a lot of birds go past. But
can Phaendar like with that ring that he has cast what's the spell? I think it's
dazzling light.
Yeah, it's dancing lights. But can I make it instead of like a humanoid shape? Can I just spell out the word high?
Yeah, sure. You can spell out high. The lights are during the day, so they might not be able to be seen that well.
So I'll do that.
Okay, got it. So Phaendar, you're
yodeling and calling,
making HI in the common tongue, and Godrik is yodeling and speaking loudly. For about a minute, birds fly by, but as Godrik persists,
always keeping the chat safe, Spider-Man, patrolling these streets.
Aarakocra, kind of flies in your direction to see what the trouble kind of is about, and ends up stops about 50 feet above you, Godrik, and with a somewhat of a noble demeanor, the Aarakocras in all kind of white and gray, as it kind of like hovers in the air and says, "Hello, travelers. What business do you have in our humble home?"
I was gonna say, hello, sir. Just a moment, and I'm gonna prestidigitate all the dirt and grime and jungle juice off of myself to appear clean because he looks so regal in those robes. And I'm just gonna say, sorry. We made a friend in the jungle. Nefir is ID. You might know him. I'm not really sure how tight knit the community is here. But he after we helped him out of a sticky situation, he told us to come here and we might do some dancing.
I see. Nefir's coveted member of our community, and thank you for helping him. We did actually hear that a group of grounded beings, elves and a human, a couple of humans.
How dare you, Jared? Don't talk to Spider-Man like that ever. Or I'll have him ban you.
You're, without a doubt,
Spider-Man Jared's safe. He's just a confrontational human being.
Of course, you follow our rules and traditions.
He's a UFC fighter. He's famous. He's from Ireland.
Make your way up to the monastery, and you'll find lodgings for yourself, and
you better watch yourself, Jared,
more.
or you're gonna get banned by Spider-Man.
I'll see you up there. And he kind of gives like a beak and
sorry,
smiles and goes to fly
before
away.
before you, what's the?
He hears you. He hears you and is like kind of like.
Just a couple of questions, my lord. Well, are there any of these traditions that we should know about before we go in there? And also, what's the recommended method for grounded beings to get in there? Because it looks a bit in disrepair.
Of course. Smart questions, Mister. I didn't catch your name.
Well, Godrik is my name. Yes.
Godrik. Very, very astute of you. Can tell you must be a learned or just studious person.
Thanks, Jared.
You're
You're not here to see Phil, the guy that saved you
traditions,
from being blackout drunk in our mod?
respect the
You're
rituals
not here to thank him?
that we have.
Show him respect?
First of all,
You ever think about that, Jared?
don't lie, don't steal, and do your part. If you're staying with us, we expect you to help out with some basic chores and maintenance.
Aw, look at you, Jared. Now you're gonna make friends.
And
That's
while we are a very peaceful
fuck you, Jared.
people, if those are found,
I might get reported for
if people are found to
bullying. I
unfortunately
can't
break
say
our
that.
traditions.
Sorry, Jared. I don't mean that.
We don't allow them back at Sabal. In terms of navigations, we have had grounded visitors like yourself before, even some staying with us now, and we recommend kind of working just as a group, helping each other out. The stone pathway
Thanks,
really
Spider-Man. See, Spider-Man has my back.
seems accessible. Lots of others have gone.
And you respect the
kind of
word of Spider-Man, don't
it
you,
just
Jared?
more seems that sometimes you need help from someone if there's gaps in some of the wooded areas, or if some of the planks look a little rotten or so. But it should be arranged that even if you lose your footing or stumble, you shouldn't fall more than a dozen or something like that. There should always be a platform below you.
I'm gonna check how my
and
PC is doing.
I'd say don't rush. There's, as you might learn at Sabal, we take our time, and we really believe in nurturing and helping each other. And everyone was once a hatchling, but someday
gotta make sure it's
you'll
not
soar yourself,
exploding.
Godrik. I'm sure of it.
I appreciate your help.
He kind of nods, and with a big flap of his wings, like soars upward and flies into the sky.
I'm gonna turn the party, and I'm gonna say, I really like the cut of his jib. He seems like a nice guy. Did we get his name? I'm horrible with names.
Nope.
I don't think we got it. Okay. Well, I'll recognize him. He was handsome. Anyways, should we hit this stone pathway?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Zaka, since you're so lithe and athletic and well balanced, do you want to go first?
Saga says, "Well, thank you, Godrik. Sure, I'm happy to lead the way." And Azaka kind of, puts the canoe on the ground and says, "I'm just going to leave this here."
Jared, how's BC
kinda
going?
starts
I miss you.
along the pathway. And kinda,
If you're still here, he might not be. He might have
again,
left.
maybe my description wasn't perfect, but there are kind of pathways carved into the stone that are kind of up like a switchback, if you will. And in between them, there's certain parts where you need to walk on, or get up to the next kind of level where there's wood that you need to cross, or stone or such. And you can see parts as you look up that might be more challenging. But there are a lot of parts of it that you can just get up yourself as a able-bodied person. That's how you feel looking at it, Godrik. You're this isn't too impossible for someone like me. But as Azaka kind of makes her way up and kind of gestures for the party to follow, and starts making her way up the face.
Phaendar will follow close behind and just be like, "All right, just like the chimney, boys. Actually, not just like the chimney. Let's we'll get it right this time." And he'll start his ascent.
I'll be better this time, I promise. And I'll follow behind Phaendar.
and I'll follow behind Godrik.
What about the jug of infinite liquids? We still have that.
Tess had that on her possession.
Yeah, I'm carrying it around like a sexy.
Tess, would you like me to maybe? Can we pause for that and then can I say like, hey Tess, would you like me to maybe strap that to my back using some rope?
Oh yeah, it looks like you still have some rope tied to your chest armor when we were trying to make you stealth. I'll just fashion it into a nice like backpack for you for the jug.
Yeah, and I'll carry the jug.
Can we do that, DM Daddy? Is that okay?
Or wait, should we bring it into a city or should we?
I mean, what if we leave it? Someone might take it. You know.
Yeah, I say we just keep it and we'll just say it's our water jug and it just has a bunch of spouts.
Rule number 1: don't
No
lie and
stealing.
curse the ball.
There's no stealing either, though, so nobody's going to take it from us.
True.
Very true. So
Yeah.
we could just be totally honest.
Yeah, we can
You're
just
so
bring it up.
mean. You're so
Jug
mean,
of
Jared.
infinite liquids. You know.
We don't have to lie. We can just say this is a magical item that we found in the woods. And then ask
Alright,
them if they want to use
Strap
it.
it to me.
Yeah, but what if they say, "Oh, that's mine. Give it back."
How could it be there? We found. Oh, actually, didn't
What I
we
mean?
find this
Yeah,
in a
it does.
temple? We
Bullshit.
might not want to bring this around the locals. You're right. You're right.
But there's
we should-
multiple. There's like many out there in the world. I don't think
No, dude. What we
How
should
do you know
do?
that there's many magical spout jugs?
because Azaka said so, right, Azaka?
Let's conceal it, man. Just put some leaves around it. You know.
So Zaka speaks up to Tess and says, Tess, I've heard. So I think that this isn't a single unique one, but I can't test. There's.
I think we're spending too much time thinking about the jug here. We're overthinking this. I think we've been carrying it around forever. No one has asked a question about it. We overthink every little thing, but with fair reason because we have to be careful. But I think we're fine.
All right, let's bring the jug. Let's bring the jug.
And I'll strap
And
it to
when
the back of Phaendar.
When asked, we could just say it's a jug. That's
Yeah,
not a lie.
enjoy our jug.
Busting jugs.
Jared, I won't. I'm not going to do it.
And
All right, well,
then
let's keep moving.
with the thing strapped to my back, I will.
There isn't a
make my way
game
up.
to be added into. It's just a Discord, you know?
Got it. And so you guys are following along the way, and it comes to a point, a wooden walkway. You guys are at least like up there at this point, and you've kind of been going at these stone switchbacks, sometimes of wood, and you're at a point where there's a wooden walkway, and
Yeah, Jared,
and you
be
have
nice.
to kind of take a bit of a bigger step or kind of leap to get to the other side of it. And it looks like below it, you kind of fall to the level below. So Azaka kind of looks to the party and she's like, I'm going to try. And goes to the party and runs up and goes to jump across. And she runs to the edge and jumps and just grabs it by like the edge of her, and she's kind of like struggling to pull herself up completely, but eventually drags herself to kind of the edge of it, and is like panting heavily and seems like kind of a bit tired from the ordeal. She almost fell, but
Very
it's kind of
original
over there
Spider-Man.
waiting. When the next person's ready to try to jump over, I think I can assist them and kind of help them out on their landing if they get this far.
Thanks, Azaka.
Azaka, you never cease to impress me. I want to go next.
Okay, so Godrik, if you can make as you try to cross these gaps in the walkway.
Did you say athletics?
Athletics, yes, with advantage. Got it. So, Godrik, you
I'm
kind
gonna
of
get
do the same
reported
thing
for
as
bowling.
Zaka does. Big run and you grab and you're like holding on with your fingers at the edge of kind of this thing, and Azaka's like trying to pull you up, but not a natural climber. So you can make the decision. You can muster up all your strength and pull yourself up, but it may leave you somewhat like exhausted. And we haven't dealt with exhaustion a lot in our campaign, except when certain members have been doing evening activity and not getting a full night's sleep. But the way levels of exhaustion work is that the first level it gives you
Spider-Man, it wasn't
disadvantage.
autocorrect. Jared's just he just doesn't know grammar.
So you can make
Even though he
decisions
goes to a
like
fine
muster
institution.
strength and pull yourself up, or fall a bit, but you won't be exhausted if you fall.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lock eyes with Azaka and fall.
Okay. And you take. Oh, you actually.
Jared, I'm not FaceTiming you into this. I'm not doing it. As much as you want. Next time.
Misrepresented it. You take 12 fall. You take 12 fall damage.
I'm tempted to answer. I want you to know that. I am tempted to answer.
As you kind of fall down,
I am.
and you smack the ground and take 12 damage. But you feel you don't feel exhausted, so glass half full.
I'm gonna
stop this, Jared.
My twisted body.
Wait, I'm next. Next time when I'm not talking, Jared, I'll do it. Just give me a minute. All right?
I'm not done yet. I'm going again.
Godrik, are you all right?
I'm fine. I'll trudge my ass around and line it back up. You ready, Azaka?
And Azaka's like,
let's get it. Let's get it, baby. And I'm gonna go again.
Okay, can you give me another
Jared, stop this.
Athletics check, please, with advantage.
I'm being harassed.
You run across and you're running through the air and you like push so much and you feel like you're walking. As you're falling down, you're able to grab Azaka's like forearm.
Nice.
She's like, no, and pulls you over, and you're successfully at that kind of part of the ledge. And you're kind of like, you feel so, rejuvenated. And for Godrik, for really, pushing yourself and believing in yourself and not giving up, you earn an inspiration point.
Hey, nice.
Godrik is the best at these.
Sorry. Does anybody remember how much Phil healed me for earlier? Because it matters now. Thank you.
You rolled for 10. Thank you, Phaendar. Phaendar, you were kind of in awe of, as a man, of faith, seeing Godrik kind of, knowing that he's not the most physically imposing person in the party, overcome his obstacles. You're definitely, renewed and kind of awed by his bravery. And, maybe that'll rub off in your feats of strength as you look to climb this space.
I think...
Phaendar really needed that because he's looking at this cliffside and shitting his pants because he just took a 100-foot fall not too long ago. So, seeing Godrik, overcome
I'll
that
kill you. I'll do
and,
it.
Get going, he's not even, like, the second Azaka turns around and starts to look at the party, Phaendar's just going to sprint ahead and go for the jump.
Even though Tess was in line before Godrik and Phaendar was behind her, but that's fine. That's okay.
And Tess, you're in line and Phaendar's like...
He just yeets in front of me. Could care less about the order of the party.
Yep.
And he's very inspired. And Phaendar, can you give me, please, with advantage?
I think you should get disadvantage for cutting me, but that's fine.
As Tess mutters to herself about the sanctity of the... Phaendar, it's like a long
Sounds
jump.
good,
like
Spider-Man.
You're able to land with both feet on the other side. Azaka grabs you and brings
He
you
finally
up, and
gave
taps
up.
You on the back.
Jared, it's just going to be you and me for a little bit.
And she then gestures to Jasper and Tess, and she's like, Jasper and Tess, I believe in you guys. You guys can do this.
And Tess kind of gets amped up. She starts to kind of pound her legs a little bit and really just kind of stomps the ground, gets herself ready, is really placing her feet into the foundations of the wood. And she gets a nice long stride going and yeets across.
And can you give me an athletics check, please?
Sorry, my character sheet was down. Athletics check?
Yes.
Copy. How'd I do?
Holy shit.
Fuck.
Yeah. Tess, luckily, you're able to land across as well.
My Christ.
You're secured by, you felt like maybe you would have, landed but toppled off, but luckily Azaka was there to really kind of help you across. But you made on the other side, and now you look back and see your beloved Jasper, kind of standing there with his glizzy staff, looking stoic.
You can do this, Jasper. You look so hot right now.
Jasper, you're the goat.
Yeah.
A sparkle of like a go, and then
you're gonna come through on the YouTube now, and now I'm gonna get banned.
Somebody hold my glizzy staff so I don't drop it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
You're gonna get me banned.
Grab the glizzy staff and float it across the map.
I don't know. I assume the live stream can pick it up. But anyway, so now you're just going to be embedded in my channel. You're just going to be embedded in a random moment.
Yoga, downward dog position. And stretch out my torso.
Thanks for joining, man. I appreciate it.
Position
you having fun?
The cap gun and full send that bitch.
And as you leap, can you give me an athletics?
I can hear you so clear.
With advantage.
Hey, get some homework done while you watch.
You are able to jump across. Your feet land on both sides.
I love you.
By Zaka and everyone else, and Zaka lets up a cheer.
Love you, Jared.
And it's kind of exciting. She's like, guys,
we had fun. That was funny. That was good.
Looks around.
Now you can say that you were in a Krispy Kreme video at 1 minute.
Phaendar, you're on the other, and she's like, I feel
48
like,
48 minutes. 1 hour, 48 minutes, excuse me.
But I feel like stuff like this, bring us closer together as a party.
I'm going to say, you're damn right, Azaka, and give her a nice, friendly spank on the bottom.
And your hand, hurts because of just all of and sinew that you encounter. And, Zaka kind of the sport just kind of looks and is like, And, it's probably endured a lot worse in Schalt throughout her life. And continues, and kind of walks ahead. And you guys, if you want, can follow her up.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll follow her, I guess.
Got it.
Yeah.
And as you guys follow her, you make your way up, and it's been about 15 or 20 minutes since the last gap, since kind of the stop, and you guys go up several switchbacks, and you come to a point where there's not a gap so much in the wooden walkway as there's the top level's gone, but there's these support beams that are still there, jutting out. So, Zaka kind of stops and looks at them, refers to the party, and she's like, by kind of making some quick steps between the support beams, I think that's the way we get across here. And she goes, and she kind of leans down and makes a move to run across the beams. And she you're kind of impressed with her cat-like grace as she kind of runs in step on these kind of lone beams, and runs across this kind of 15-foot gap onto a flat safe surface. And again she kind of turns around and kind of looks at the party earnestly and kind of gestures for whoever's ready to come follow her.
Did you just say Ernest?
That I did.
So, a question. How, in comparison to the thing that we just jumped over, how much longer is the gap?
It looks about the same. It looks a little further. It's
a little further?
Yeah, it's a little further. So it looks like you get the impression, Phaendar, young man, that if you tried to just forcefully jump over, it would be harder than if you tried to deftly run across the beams.
But Azaka is on the other side, and she's ready to grab.
Assist if possible, yeah. However, people would try to get across.
So Phaendar, still being amped from his last jump, he's gonna very brazenly do the same run-up, charge, and jump across that he tried to pull in the last one.
Okay. Can you give me an athletics check with advantage?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Phaendar, you are able to run across, and you felt like you wouldn't have enough. You jump. Again, Azaka grabs your hand and pulls you upward, and you are safely on the platform with her.
Let's go.
You're jazzed, and Azaka's excited too. You don't think she expected you to jump, but she looks pleasantly surprised.
All right, everybody. Water's fine.
And Phaendar yet again cutting in front of Godrik. I saw Godrik just kind of standing there, kind of bamboozled. Phaendar cut him again. So I kind of looked at Godrik and say, "Your turn."
Yeah, I'll go. I'm definitely gonna go for more of what Azaka did with the support beams and the step, rather than trying to brute force this jump, because that didn't go well for me the last time. So, yeah, I'm gonna see if I can imitate what Azaka did.
Okay, and doing that and remembering clearly what you did, Godrik, can you give me a acrobatics check with advantage, please?
Ooh.
And just like, it's for the rest of the party, it's like looking like a, that's just less muscular and strong looking, moving across the beams. As Godrik, with surprising grace, steps from beam to beam to beam and gets all the way across securely, with the help of Azaka and Phaendar on the other side.
Seeing it being my turn now, I kind of look back, seeing Jasper waiting patiently for his turn. I'm going to kind of follow in Azaka and Godrik's footsteps, using my acrobatic and nimbleness. Even though I have some quite girthy hips and a bodacious chest, I'm going to go for a nice acrobatic run across the beams.
Okay, can you give me a
acrobatics check? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Was there advantage?
Okay. Yes, there was. Yes.
Thank God.
And so you move across the beams, and at times you're kind of extending your hand forward and taps it and kind of pulls you to the other side safely and securely, and you made it over.
Yes! And I look back toward Jasper and call on him, beckon him.
Okay, let's see if we can get.
How's it going, Creamers?
And
I love you all.
I'll go for the balance.
Okay, Jasper, if you can give me an acrobatics check with advantage, please. Okay, you're able to get across, kind of on your own again.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm embarrassed.
Suit, and
Not
you
really,
deftly move across the beams. Before long, you're on the other side with the rest of the party, and everyone's safely over.
Sweet.
Okay, carry on, shall we?
And Azaka kind of hears that and nods, and continues upward. It's been about 20 minutes again of kind of pursuing up, and it looks to be kind of the last kind of area getting up. And as you've gotten higher up, actually, the kind of wooden supports and planks and walkways actually look to be more intact than the ones near the base. you're kind of curious, why that's the case. But
you can see all along here,
and everyone's kind of walking in line, and
on the
Azaka
left
holds up her hand to get a
is everybody's real name except for
up
DM
ahead
Daddy here. He's our
looks to
dungeon
be
master. He kind of runs the show.
Open, like a fully intact.
His name's Kevin.
Walkway.
We've got Phaendar. He's kind of our
what looks to be a pretty clear path to
paladin. He is a warrior
stops and
says, also kind of like a spellcaster, a support spellcaster. We have
this
Nick, who is Jasper. He's a druid.
I'd say just be careful.
And he casts various forms of magic. Has what we call the Glizzy Staff, shields him, and he can also use as a weapon. And then we have Godrik, who is a fellow sorcerer. I am Test Tickle, and I'm also a sorcerer. I am of the Draconic bloodline, so I come from dragons.
Just be careful and keep an eye out.
And
with that, she kind of
my specialty is fire magic. So
ahead, looking down carefully.
That's kind of the gist of our characters and such for right now.
Can Phaendar, as she's walking, just pay attention to the ones that she's like stepping on?
And I'm talking over them.
Yeah, can you give
I can't.
Me
they can't hear me. This is me trying to explain.
Yeah, sure.
Kind of the gist of how all of this works. So.
Okay. Phaendar, you clearly can see the planks that Azaka is walking.
And so how all of the rolls and stuff work,
like a short part of a bridge.
It's all based off dice. If you've never played Dungeons and Dragons before. It's everything is kind of based on dice, based off your decisions that you make, role-playing as your character.
Okay, so Phaendar will then...
And there's various kinds of dice. There's a D20, which is a 20-sided dice. That's kind of one of the main ones when it comes to like chance rolls. So you'll see here, all of these are D20s that are rolled for us. Godrik is in line next. I notice, and seeing that, I kind of just look to him and wait politely to see if he's gonna go or not.
Can you hear me?
Nah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to go. Yeah.
Okay, so can you give me a perception, please, Godrik?
Yes, please.
Sorry, I'll re-explain when I figure out what's going on right now.
Got it.
Oh, no.
Godrik, as you're walking, you're able to step on... to recall the ones that Azaka stepped on. But you continue up the planks.
Sorry, can you say that one more time? It kind of cut out.
Yeah, you're unable to recall the steps that Azaka made, but... knowing that all the planks look pretty similar, and if you'd like, you can just try to go up them. You didn't see any break under her.
Welcome, Creamer.
Yeah, I'll just send it.
Okay, got it. So you walk for about a minute or so, and nothing happens. You keep walking. And then one of the planks snaps under you, and you fall. And again, you kind of fall and catch yourself, and kind of catch your hands. You need two hands to hang on to something.
Oh no! I don't know how much falling he's going to be looking at here.
The edge of,
if he falls,
the edge of like the walkway,
he might recover.
And again,
kind of what I was saying before. All of our
to really
everything is decided by dice. There's a D20, D6, D8, D4.
Can Phaendar, since I'm up next,
all of our characters have different passive abilities and stuff like that.
While still being careful, like call out to Godrik, be like, Godrik, like I'm coming. After seeing him fall, and then go to make my way to Godrik to help him up.
Yes, yeah, you can do that.
And another
I'm
very
gonna do that.
interesting thing about
Okay.
Dungeons and Dragons is that
So, Godrik,
characters
you hear
can
this,
die.
you hear
We've
Phaendar,
had 2 character
you know,
deaths so
gesturing to help
far.
you. And Phaendar walks over.
One
And,
of which
Phaendar, where
being
you are is
Dennis here. He lost a character
Godrik
kind of back in the beginning of one of our
holding on to,
original
to a
campaigns.
specific
And
part of
Phil, who's
like,
playing now,
kinda
is
like
Phaendar.
a couple planks
His
ahead of
was
you.
early on. He
So
got
can I
eaten
just
by a
like,
dragon.
kinda, like,
It was
bend
pretty
down
funny.
a little bit, like grab one arm by the forearm and
But
like,
your characters
pull
can
him
die,
up
and you have to
to
make
where
a
I
whole
am?
new character, kind of.
Yes.
It's kind of just like
Yep,
a
you can
refresh.
do
It's
that.
not like a horrible
So I'll do
thing,
that.
but
Okay.
you're
Godrik, do
basically
you wanna
out for
take
the whole
Phaendar's
episode.
hand?
So
Every day, yes.
they're pretty. It's pretty fun.
Got it.
It's a good time.
So,
I'll try and get more in depth on the rules
Phaendar,
and
you're
things
able
like
to
that,
pull
and
up
explaining
Godrik,
where
you
we
both
are in
kinda
our
standing.
campaign and sort of the origins of each of our characters and stuff.
You kind of
also
cut
have
out
3
there.
words cut out.
Motherfucker. You are able to pull.
So yeah, it's a fun time.
Godrik, and
Thanks
you're
for
both
joining
standing
on this
together
journey, Creamers. It's exciting.
Okay.
It's fun.
I'll be
I
like,
like doing this.
just pat him on the back. Be like,
I've been
"You
kind
got
of off
this,"
YouTube for a
just,
while,
you know,
so it's nice to kind of get back into it. I gotta make an
uh,
original
just
slate of
follow
videos
Azaka,
again.
because
I
she
stopped
appears to be making quick work of
after
this,
Ghost
and
of Tsushima because
I'm just trying
I
to
was
make
trying to
note
focus on
myself
building a
of, like, what she's
PC and
standing
focus on
so,
work and stuff because I just got a new job.
Yeah, you
so
got this. And pat him on the
I
back.
kind of took a little bit of a break, but hopefully I can be back
as
and
I
at
move forward, I
full
wanna try
strength.
and pay more attention
So
to
hopefully I'll be
the
back at
topics.
like a more original
As Phaendar pats you on the
uploading
back,
schedule would be nice.
it seems like the walkway wasn't designed spot and on the same plank, and you hear the planks groaning beneath you.
I also got to
as
figure
they
out what to
start
play.
break.
Maybe I'll figure that out
However,
in a
it seems like
TikTok
they're
live.
breaking slower than the other one that you fell the first time, Godrik. So Phaendar and Godrik, can you guys make an athletics check to get off of the falling plank that you're on?
Absolutely.
You guys got this! I shout from the. I hope maybe that helps.
Got it. And you both are able to hop forward and spread out a bit and avoid that kind of snap as the plank kind of breaks beneath you guys. And now that you're spread out, you kind of get your bearing and are able to proceed if you'd like to.
Should we take this more one at a time, do you think, Phaendar?
Yeah, I would say yeah.
Yeah. You can go first if you want.
Am I ahead of him?
Yes, yeah, you're ahead of him. You jump
All
further
right.
because your legs are so strong.
Yeah, so I will again make my way forward and still keeping track, if I can even remember after all that nonsense of the planks that Azaka had been stepping on.
Yes, yep, you can, and you continue forward. Mm-hmm.
Very cautiously, definitely a little nervous and a little sweaty after what was just going down.
And Godrik, are you proceeding as well?
Yep, I'm gonna give him a healthy lead and then follow behind. And
Okay.
Instead of trying to look past him to Azaka, I'm just gonna start looking at what Phaendar's doing.
Hold on, I have to
Got it.
show
That seems
Dennis.
like a pretty,
Dennis and I have the
successful
exact same
way.
lamp
And before long,
You see in
guys
his,
realize, you're making great.
in his screen. He has a lamp like
She
that.
kind of continues upwards.
Dennis, we have the same lamp.
That was a hiccup. How far are we from like building structures?
It looks like they're about like you can see them clearly above you. They look to be no motherfucker. They look to be no more than like 100 feet.
Okay, cool. So a little bit more to go. All right, I guess we'll just press on. Keep getting up there.
Well, Tess and you and me, or Jasper, you and I haven't gone across the planks. And Tess kind of being a little disconcerted by Dennis, but hopefully remembering the steps he took before the plank fell out from under him. Tess is going to try and remember that and move forward, hopefully without any injury to herself. that work, DM Daddy? That work for you?
Yes. Yeah, that does.
Should I do? Do I need to do a check or anything?
I was distracted by the lamp.
I know,
Lamp.
isn't it funny?
I
We had
was
the same
what?
lamp.
Oh my gosh. You guys. Yeah. So Tess, if you can roll a perception check, please.
Copy that.
To, kind of identify the right blanks.
Sick, nasty farts.
Great. Tess, your limitless intellect and capacity for information, comes in handy once again, and you're able to get, clearly kind of, suss out which blanks are a little iffy, and also remembering which ones your companion stepped on, and with confidence, you're able to move up the walkway, and you believe in safety as you kind of make your way. None of the flanks are giving way, and you kind of proceed up it.
And as I get to the end and regroup with Phaendar, Godrik, and Azaka, I just kind of give a nice warrior's tap on the shoulder to everyone as I pass them.
Except for me.
Come on, Jasper!
Okay, I'll follow the same plank.
Got it. And Jasper, can you give me a perception check with advantage?
But if she perceived it, then I just...
Tess just ran up really fast.
Alright.
Tessa's just hot, Jasper.
I was focusing on those...
You do have advantage on, the rest of us.
See, look at that. Look at that fatty Percepto.
You're able to effortlessly follow and make your way up. And before long, about 5 or 10 minutes later, the party is all gathered at the base of what they believe, or what is Kir Sabal. You're at the base of the monastery. You see dozens of our Korkra. I've changed it every time.
Arakora.
Arakora. Flying in and out, kind of these, roosters. So you imagine there's, at least 30 that you can see, maybe more, kind of moving in and out. Some are really young, like juveniles or kids, you imagine, but others look to be adults. And some kind of coming back with bags of fish, others with kind of reeds and looks like supplies of some sort. And you also notice that there's in a patrol-like pattern, armed with spears. Looks to be kind of searching the skies for threats. And you guys see that there's a decent number of kind of layers above you, and you can you kind of see that from this point onward you can just make your way up the cliff face and up any walkway as you see fit.
Okay. Cool. Let's advance onward. And so you mentioned there's a monastery. Does it look welcoming?
Yeah, everything is very kind of looks like very pleasant and friendly. And you see what I would say is a lot of kind of jovial attitude here. It's looks like a very clean and specific place, but not like there's pleasant conversation. People are moving and happy, and they seem friendly.
Are there any is it just Aarakocra, or is it are there a couple of people humans or elves or dwarves or something?
You only see Aarakocra.
Okay. Interesting.
Didn't they tell us to go to the monastery, and that's where we would find like accommodations and maybe somebody to welcome us?
Doesn't seem like a bad
that
start
is.
to go to the monastery first, anyway.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, I'll make my way into the monastery, and DM Daddy, I'd like to look around and just see if there's any Arakora that look to kind of know what they're doing, and if there's just any in general in the monastery, and I'd like to go up to them and talk to them.
Got it. Give me one as I kind of play with the map.
Go for it.
Somehow fucked it up. Okay, let me, I'm gonna give you in the monastery. Okay, so I moved you guys to. Sorry for the delay. I totally fucked up the map. I moved you guys to kind of the base of the monastery, and you guys first kind of enter it, and there's a entrance hall, a refectory area, and you see several Arakora kind of going about organizing things and kind of having some meals, and kind of they see you and kind of like give you a nod and kind of go about their business as you kind of enter from the outside into this kind of base level of the monastery.
Am I supposed to be? What am I supposed to be seeing? Because I see like the map handout that you gave us. Is that what we're supposed to be seeing, or should we be like in a building?
Oh yeah, you're supposed to be like kind of in a
building.
Oh yeah, Phaendar, you ran away somehow. Sorry, yeah, Phaendar, you're supposed to be here. Yeah.
Yeah, you spawned me like a little bit outside, I think, and that's what happened.
You were just glitching. I understand. Yeah, I like the map backgrounds. You can drag them by accident, and I dragged the background and fucked up the entire grid. So I'm sorry, I've been fixing that. So if something doesn't work, let me know. But you guys should be able to move around here and I can open doors for you and such.
Well, I'd like to go up to this kind of Arakora that's here in the corner and just kind of strike up conversation and just say, "Hello there. My name is Tess. It's really nice to meet you. I'm here with my party. We traveled from Port Nyanzaru, and we came here looking for Nafir. I don't know if you've heard of him."
Ah, Nafir. Yes. Stop. One of the monks that works. Is it work if you really enjoy it? I'm here, one of the residents of Sabal. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss
Tess Tickle of the Tickle family. You probably haven't heard of them. We're far from Cholt, but we met Nafir back in Firefinger. He was actually taken by some Terrafolk. We were able to release him and send him over here. And he said to find him in Sabal, and we decided that it wasn't that far of a journey, and we journeyed here. And we're just wondering if we could talk to him. I don't know if you might know where he is or where we could go start looking for him.
He's out and about. He stays in some. I think I saw him fly out earlier today. But certainly by staying around, you can see Nefir. But I take it you haven't been officially, welcomed or anything with Sabal. It looks like you look a little tired and dirty from the climb. I take it.
Yes, it was quite the climb. As you can see, we are indeed flightless. And that was another question we had for you all. Yes, we are new here. We haven't properly greeted anyone except for a very regal kind of your people. And he told us to take this very long path up for the flightless. And we did. It was very treacherous, I must say. Some repairs need to be done on it. But obviously, you all don't need to because, look, you can fly. Beside the point, we were hoping to maybe speak with Ashara as well. And if that's at all possible. I don't know where we might find her, but we had been told by Nefir to speak with her once we arrived in Sabal.
You know of the teacher?
Yes. We have been told of her. There's not much we know. We only know about the Dance of the Seven Winds. And that's about as far as we know. We know that it grants the gift of flight, and we were hoping to receive such a gift.
Wow, well, I am but a humble servant of the monastery and cannot, I wish I knew so much about all of these wondrous things that you tell, but surely honored guests like yourself are deserving of with Ashara. And yes, she's the elder of the Arcora here, and is we refer to her as the teacher, as she guides us.
Excellent.
Yes, she's resides here. She has her own specific house that's a little ways up, called specifically the Elder's house. We like to have fun here in Sabal. But please, I can he kind of walks to the door and kind of leans out and points to a house a little bit away and says, that's the Elder's house. Ashara spends her time there, and you're welcome to just make your presence known to her, and I'm sure you're welcome for an audience with her.
Well, thank you so much. Well, and we didn't catch your name. What is it?
Yes, my name is Christoph.
Christoph, it's lovely to meet you. Our party is very thankful to you and your people, and we were happy that we could help Nefir, and hopefully we'll find him kind of along our jaunts in Sabal. Thank you for your welcoming hospitality. We will make our way to the Elder's house.
Well, Christoph, you have a lovely day.
Why, thank you. You as well, sir.
And with that, Tess would like to kind of make her way out into Sabal and kind of start heading toward the Elder's house, if that's okay with the party. She'll kind of mention what she heard. She assumes that the party overheard most of it, and she'll just say, would you guys like to make your way over to Ashara's? I mean, we can't go anywhere specifically for Nefir, but I think a good place to start would be to go to Ashara and maybe talk to her about the things that we wanted to talk to her about.
Would it be better to wait for Nefir?
He kind of said that we could just go and look for it once we die here, to be honest. So I don't think there'd be anything wrong with us here. That's
fine.
And if Ashara would like to speak with him, then I'm sure that the elder of the Aracora people can summon Nefir, and then we would be able to speak with him in general. But up to you guys. But I figure that's a good place to start since we don't know exactly where Nefir is.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
And seeing agreement, Tess is going to kind of make her way out to start heading toward the Elder's house where Kristoff pointed her in the direction to.
Okay, so I'm going to drag you guys. As you're walking around, again, you see a lot of Arcora flying around. And as it's just kind of like a glancing thing, but it catches you. You see a pair of humans moving around. They look to be like a young woman, late teens, early 20s. You're not really sure, and a boy, maybe like a young teenager, kind of walking around as well, and that catches your attention. But before you can really look or make a reaction, or they're kind of already past you. Before long, you're see the house that Kristoff described as the Elder's house. And as you enter it, well, you actually start. I have you guys entering it, but you kind of go outside or you kind of walk into like the entryway, and the big hole, and kind of standing on the other side of the hole in the floor, is looks to be kind of like an old, decrepit Arcora, with kind of like a babushka shawl hunched over. And as you guys enter the structure, she looks to you and kind of says in an old voice, "Who enters the Elder's house?" I was like very hunched over.
We're friends of Nephir. He told us to come here. My name's Godrik, and the rest of my party will introduce themselves shortly.
Hello there. I'm Tess Tickle of the noble Tickle family.
Phaendar, Paladin. Nice to meet you.
Greetings, friend. I am Jasper.
And you all have been invited inside the Elder's abode?
Correct.
Who invited you?
Well, we didn't really catch any names because they just keep flying away.
I do believe what Jasper is trying to say is we had assisted one of your people named
we might be
Nephir, and
fucked.
he told us
I'm not sure.
to seek out the
Ashar might be pretty
assistance
upset about that.
and guidance of the Elder.
Nephir. She kind of like paces back and forth a little bit. And then she kind of turns back to the party and speaks up. She says, "One can only be invited inside the Elder's house by invitation from the Elder herself. Given that you're seem to be welcome guest, Nephir is a nice member of our flock. I will tell the Elder that you seek an audience with her, but in the meantime, I request that you leave her house and make yourselves useful, helping our community, until a time with which you're summoned by the Elder when she's available to speak. This is one of our customs."
Sure thing, ma'am. Do you have anyone you would recommend us to talk to seek work, or how we might be useful?
She's like, "That's a good question." Yes. She kind of like walks over to the kind of like
I'm embarrassed.
the window area.
Thank God.
You guys can like look out. She's like on the balcony, and she kind of gestures out to kind of a row of pretty similar looking buildings, kind of all in the center. And she says, "There, the dwellings. Find an open room, and you as our guests can make it your own for as long as you stay. Sleep there, rest there. One of our flock will come find you and give you direction." in the meantime, feel free to visit any place here except the Elder's house without invitation.
Thank you very much for your help.
We'll be on our way. Thank you.
Yeah, we look forward to helping out anybody that we can.
And Tess will kind of just bow her head a lot of times as she kind of just backs out of the elder's dwelling.
Madam or sir, we never got your name.
I'm but a humble servant. My name is Ying. My name is Ying Matona. Thank you.
Ying Matona?
Mona. And are you a male or a female, Ming?
Wouldn't you like to know, young man? I'm a lady elder of our tribe. Well, not the elder, just elderly.
Sorry, I didn't want to misguide you there.
Not a problem.
One more question here, Ming, Madam Ming. What kind of work can we get done here?
Well, there's several things that need to be done. Given that our people are traveling to and from, we often create dust and soot, and the walkways get quite dirty. Each of the dwellings have a series of brooms and buckets for general cleaning of the common areas. That is a large task to be done. Additionally, because our creatures are always flying and we're birds, there are bird droppings on the edges of our walkways, and that's where the buckets come in. And any help that the guests can do in cleaning those, in addition to the sweeping, is very welcome. Finally, in the monastery, there's an area where there's somewhat of a kitchen where one could clean dishes and help us that way as well.
Perhaps we could begin a project you might find interesting. It seems that you have a problem where you don't know where to leave your droppings. And what if we were to build, say, a designated dropping area for you?
Continue.
Yes. See, where I come from, which is the forest, even we don't lay dung just anywhere because, it attracts certain animals that you perhaps don't want. Or you might step in it, and that's not very pleasant. And this is a very pleasant place, and I'd like to keep it that way. So what if, instead of dropping everywhere, we, make a designated area, perhaps like a pit, or a big encircled flat stone area, and all of you can fly over there and release all your droppings and fluids and whatever magical things come from you. And, you have your servants clean it up and dispose of it.
Well, we have no servants here. We are all. But you said that this could be cleaned by individuals easily?
I think so. If you, have some buckets nearby, and perhaps you could clean up after yourself instead of just leaving it to be and rot.
Well, we have people to clean up after ourselves, and surely as valued guests, I encourage you to explore our grounds, and if you have any suggestions for improvements, please, when you're called before the elder, I'm sure she'd be eager to hear those.
Okay.
Jasper, I'm sure we could definitely make some progress in that regard. And in the meantime, maybe while you're working on that, the rest of us can just assist in the way that she had intended. And if you need help, don't hesitate to ask us.
Yes, I agree, Phaendar. Well, we look forward to the Elder's calling. And with that, I think we should take our leave.
Yeah, Phaendar's gonna say thank you for your time, and then he'll dip out as well.
And I'll walk out behind Phaendar.
And Tess will make her way outside as well.
And Kev, when it comes to the lady and the kid, did they look in distress, or were they kind of just like walking around when we saw
No,
them
they
earlier?
looked very like confident and comfortable.
Oh, okay, cool. Well,
And they were
when
walking
we're
around
outside.
freely. Like there was no one like they were just walking around them.
Oh, okay, cool.
With them.
Cool. So Phaendar is just gonna, when we get out there, just gonna turn to the party and say, well, should we get those brooms and get cleaning maybe? It seems like that, helping out around here is the fastest way to get into the Elder.
Were we supposed to start, or were we supposed to wait for somebody to come tell us what to do?
Well, they said that we can come that we can wait in the dwellings, and then someone would come find us for work to do. But they also said that there are brooms and buckets in the dwellings for general cleaning purposes. And I don't know. Personally, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on doing it. I think that these are people that like to see initiative.
Yes,
I think so too.
Let's
the
head to a
initiative we
dwelling.
can take is also maybe exploring a little more of the city and getting to meet more of these people.
It's true. All right,
What
so
say
let's head to a dwelling. Let's put down our stuff. Let's pick up some brooms and buckets. Then we can kind of walk around and tidy as we explore a little bit.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
And while they're looking for a broom and bucket, I'd like to find a dropping on the ground, like some nice fecal matter, and I'm gonna like pull my pants down and like do like a squat, like a child squat, and poop next to it.
Got it. Okay, so one thing, Jeff, so you totally poop. So as you go around, you can't really locate any like of the bird droppings that were described by Ying Matona.
Oh, Ying.
So,
would you still like to find a spot to poop?
Well, I don't want to be disrespectful, but I'm gonna keep an eye out for dropping. And
Understood. I will. If you enter an area and there's like droppings out, I will. You're on the.
Okay. It's been a little while since I've dropped the deuce.
There's a lot of climbing. You have to go to the bathroom. Okay.
Was Ying Matona yanking our chain?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's like I think it was maybe because we kind of came in uninvited, and then I avoided the question of who invited you here, and so she's probably like, go fuck off until they tell us to come. But yeah, probably.
Yeah. So Phaendar's gonna go ahead and make his way to the dwelling, drop off, the jug and maybe his pack, and then pick up a broom and a bucket and get to work.
Got it. Before you move anywhere, Phaendar, I'm moving to the dwelling. These are like all little rooms that are disconnected, so I kind of just like move you between them. The little dwelling that you're in, again, you kind of saw like it's not like confusing to get around Gears of All. You guys are. I will like tell you everything's exposed on the cliff face and it just has levels. The dwellings are in the center. They're identical, kind of like these little 2-story buildings. There's more of them than in the little shitty map I gave you. And they, the first floor is kind of like interior for where there's cleaning supplies and buckets and water, and there's ladders to take you up and down. And the ladder to the second floor will probably have beds. So you guys are all in the dwelling together.
And is there a restroom in the dwelling?
There is a can't believe Jasper's missing this. There is a bucket in the corner.
Okay.
And that's and you're not really sure what it is, but there's not like a separate bathroom area.
Okay. Noted.
I'm gonna go ahead and make my way up the ladder to see what's up on the second floor.
Okay. And you make your way up the ladder. And you are on the second floor.
And do I see any brooms and buckets?
You saw. Sorry, so I'm not doing a good job. There were.
You cut out there for a sec. Are they on the bottom floor?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the jug here. Leave my pack here. Still got my weapons on me, you know, like holstered, not drawn. And I'm gonna go back downstairs. I'll pick up a broom and a bucket, and I'll just say to the party, like, shall we get started?
I'll go ahead and pick up a broom and a bucket myself and say, let's do it, Phaendar.
I suppose so.
I was never really meant for this servantry work, but I guess I'll do it.
There are no servants here in Kier Sabal test.
Well, Kristoff said he was a humble servant of the monastery, so that's a dirty lie right there.
And she also called herself a humble servant.
Indeed. We got 2 servants. 2 out of the 2 people we talked to are servants.
There's no war in Bossing City.
Yeah, but they they identify. Anyway.
Fair enough.
That's what I'll do. I'll just go outside, start sweeping, see if anybody wants to strike up a conversation. I'll, put on a smile and wave to anybody that might come by.
I am gonna just bring a bucket. I'm not bringing a broom with me, and I will follow Phaendar.
And Tess is just going to be seductively bent over for most of the time, and that's going to be kind of the extent of her. And she knows it too. She knows she's exposing herself a little bit more than the next person. But yeah.
And Tess, you have there are brushes, so you could like have.
I'd love to have the brush instead of the broom. Yeah. Like collecting it.
The clean that you're going.
Yeah, the cleavage just practically hanging out. So yeah. Because
Elven chainmail?
Yeah, but like it hangs. It hangs. It exposes a nice amount of cleavage.
A tasteful amount.
A tasteful amount of breast, some might say.
Interesting. Understood. Thank you for explaining that.
You're very welcome.
So Jasper, what you've missed? Godrik has a bucket. And is just kind of following around Phaendar with a bucket with water. There's water in the bucket, but he doesn't have any cleaning device besides the bucket. And Tess has like a brush and is kind of bent over, scrubbing things like outside, but intentionally being like seductive and trying to like, really show off her body while she's cleaning.
Okay.
I have to do this. That's part of my character arc.
Kind of whisper over to say, what do you say we go clean elsewhere, but we can just meditate and hang out instead?
And when you say meditate, you mean like meditate on our bodies and stuff. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, that's correct.
And Tess kind of hearing that, she's going to kind of like do a little side glance. Phaendar and Godrik appear to be preoccupied with their own cleaning, and Tess is just going to kind of nod her head and follow Jasper to the dwellings.
Yes. So when they're cleaning though, before we leave, is this like the outside is exposed to the elements?
Like I'm trying to decide where. I'll put them like back in the lobby. So, Godrik and Phaendar are like outside, like cleaning the there's a door that to your to the dwelling that can be closed or open.
Oh, so we're basically like inside a structure.
Yeah. It's inside like a structure. Like there's walls and stuff. Yeah, it's like just like a lot of the public structures it seems have like a kind of like a doorway you can enter from like the ground level, but then also like open balconies that the Arakora can fly in and out of. Your dwelling does not have like an open balcony, just has a door that leads to kind of like the outdoor area.
We do not have the penthouse. Got it. All right, that's cool. Yeah, all right, let's go. I'm gonna go clean the dwellings, guys. I'll be back.
I'm gonna go clean a separate dwelling, but I'm gonna also go clean the dwellings. And with that, Tessa's gonna follow Jasper and kind of give him like a couple spanks on the butt as we're kind of walking into the dwellings.
All right, you guys. Well, I'll be here cleaning, and I'm gonna take my bucket full of water, and I'm just gonna find a good spot to just like dump it, so I don't feel like I need it. And then
Boom beat.
with my bucket, I'm just gonna kind of like pace around near our dwelling, and if I see any like exceptionally dusty areas, I'm just gonna prestidigitate a little wind, pick up the dust, and just toss it in the bucket. And that'll be my cleaning strategy for the day.
Godrik has the most effective cleaning strategies. It's not fair.
Great manservant.
Sexy one at that.
Phaendar will be very enthusiastically sweeping because he finally gets a chance to just help people.
That's all Phaendar's ever wanted.
Grin on his face. He's just got a grin on his face while he's sweeping these floors.
Got it. And Phaendar, as you're sweeping a lot, you notice you're kind of like out and about, and a small a human actually walks kind of like is going to enter the main door of the monastery, and a young boy comes up, and he can't be more than 7 years old, and he runs into the kind of like main monastery like entry area where you guys were, and is and kind of like runs up to you and stomps, and he's like, "I've never seen you before. What are you doing here? Why are you cleaning?"
Oh, well, hi there, little one. My name's Phaendar. I'm just traveling here with some friends of mine. And we're just trying to help out around town. What's your name?
Wow, my name's Na. It's great to meet you. You said Phaendar?
Phaendar, yeah.
Wow, I've never seen a Phaendar before. Where are you from?
Where am I from? That's a little complicated, little guy. But I'm a half elf. I don't know if you can see the little pointy in my ears. And basically, I'm just here adventuring with my friends.
Wow. Well,
How about you? What are you doing here?
Meet you. My name's Na. Technically, I'm a prince, but I don't mean to order people around.
I don't think I've ever met a Na before.
You're funny. I'm here. I'm here with my sister. We're staying with the Arakora. Ashara is giving me lessons and teaching me things. And they say, someday when everything's better and there's no more bad stuff in Schult, that we're going to be back in our city. And
So some backstory
and ruling
on
it. My sister will be
Schultz.
queen, and everything
We
will
were
be okay.
sent to this island
Whoa, that
to
sounds awesome.
cleanse a curse that's occurring. It's
it's actually it's funny
it's a
you
curse
say
that
now.
only affects
My
people
friends
who have
and I
been
are
revived
trying
from
to
the
stop
dead,
the bad
and we
stuff
were
in
hired
Schultz.
by a woman who's suffering from this affliction.
So hopefully we could help you out a little bit there.
Oh, are you gonna go to?
We all got sent here
and
in
fight
thoughts that we
everyone
would
there?
get paid for carrying this
What's
curse. This
Omu?
is kind of our first expedition out into Chult.
You've been to Chult, but you don't know about Omu?
Let's
Yeah, Godrik,
show
you're like in the room, so Godrik.
this map here. So this is the map of
play with
Chult,
it.
and we've only kind of been in this area, and then we came here. We kind of went across here, went
that's
up
the royal
to
city.
Mesro, and then came down to Kir
It's a
Sabal.
little bit further.
So we kind of travel
in the
along these
jungle,
rivers a
but
little bit.
it's huge and big and grand. At least that's what they told me. I'm too young to really remember.
So yeah, we're sent here to do that, and these are the misadventures
bad
of
people
Chult.
there now, and that's why we can't go back. But once they're gone, we can go back.
Oh wow. Well, again, my friends and I are trying to stop by there. Well, we're trying to stop the bad stuff in Chult, and if it's around there, then I guess we're gonna probably end up going there at some point. I know you said that you don't know too much about it. If you wanna maybe let your sister or somebody else know that that my friends and I are trying to help. I mean, I'm going to be sweeping around here for a while, so you can take your time. But if you want to tell them that we're here to help, and you want to point them over to me, I'd be happy to talk to them. I mean, I would definitely want to help you guys in any way that I can.
Damn, Daddy, what was the place's name?
You're not here, Tess, so you can't figure out.
Can I just write it in the journal? I'm just writing it in the journal.
You don't know anything what's happening. You don't know this. You're in the room with Jasper right now.
This is Duke water. This is pure Duke water.
You could have been cleaning. Gotcha. What were you saying?
Just as these guys are talking, I want to say, hey, what do you like to do for fun, buddy?
Oh, what I like to do for fun? Sometimes I find a big rock and I try to throw it off some of the stone walls and catch it. But I can't throw it too high or else I can't catch it. Other times, Ashara teaches me about the history of Chult and the royal family, which I'm part of, my family, so I don't really see many of them. They're not around
It gets
anymore.
pretentious.
Right.
I know a couple pretentious people in my life.
My sister tells me stories about how when she's queen, everyone's going to listen to her, and all the merchant princes will line up to pay their respects to us. And she'll tell me that I'll be the prince who can, maybe lead an army someday, or be a hero or warrior, or maybe even like an artist.
I wonder if this might be. So
that's
we're
all
on the
it is.
trail
I
of
don't really know what I
artist
want to do.
Simber, and he's kind of been leaving
That's
behind
totally fair.
this
You gotta keep
path of
an open
ice.
book, honestly, you're such a young guy. So much
And
potential ahead of you.
We want to find him
that's very
because
impressive,
he's got this kind of magical item that a lot hope to possess, and
thinking
we
about
kind of
playing,
want it mainly to
sports or
get it
anything
out
like
of hands that could cause more destruction.
I wish all the.
And
all
we've
the
been following this
Yarkora
trail,
here just,
and it kind of
fly
led to
around
Kir
and,
Sabal a little bit. And we found a rose, a frozen rose,
sports to play on the ground.
and a
Most of their
note
games
next to
involve
it that
flying
said, for
or
Alessandra.
kinda
And so
like,
we assumed that this
shuffling
artist
around
Simber,
eggs
who we
underneath
believe has the
bowls, and I
ring,
can never keep track of them.
is
Gotcha. Okay.
trying
Well,
to
that's cool.
find
I should have
her.
brought my ball.
So
with
we
me.
find
could
her, we
catch
find
or
artist
something.
Simber. That's the idea.
Waiting for somebody to tell us what to do in terms of working around here. That's why we're just kind of moseying and cleaning. But yeah, what's your sister's name, by the way?
My sister? Well, when you talk to her, sure to doesn't like it when princess, or your majesty, or your highness, or your grace. But her name is Jesus Christ. These fucking names.
And wait, what did he say, Kev? You cut out of like, don't do this, but then it cut out.
Did you say do or don't call her?
Do not.
Do not call her.
No, sorry. So be sure to call her Princess, Your Grace, Your Majesty, Your Highness. Her name is. Let me put it in chat. Mwaxanare.
Jesus Lord.
Does she go by any nicknames?
Your Majesty.
Okay,
Or Your Grace is probably the shortest one.
Okay, yeah. So if we were to say like, Princess Mwaxanare or Mwaxanare Your Grace or anything like that.
I haven't seen her get mad at people who call her that.
Okay, what does she usually
Why is it like that?
When they
Damn it, now I have to type
don't show her
so lazy.
What she says is proper respect and reverence, and talking back. She does not like any back talk.
I wonder, do we like that typing? I'm sure it'll be annoying.
I know you guys in the future are going to have a lot of responsibility and status and standing once that bad stuff that you were talking about is gone. But in the current moment, what do you both like? Do you have anything that you're meant to do besides learning from the elder, or is that kind of like your main, job right now? I guess is learning so that when you rule later, you'll be better at it.
Yeah, that's exactly what they say. Just having fun, not too much learning.
Of course.
I think you said, what's our job? It's not a job. She calls it a royal right. But my sister says she's planning on taking back Omu and taking back the capital for our family.
Gotcha.
But I don't really, that's all she tells me.
Omu.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I get to know.
How do you like it here, by the way? Because you're the only other human that I've seen around since we got here.
Omu.
It's fun. The Arakor are fun. Sometimes they let me ride on their backs. And a Shara is so nice. Yeah. Oh, it's super fun. You go up so high.
Sick.
And but it's kind of boring. I mean, it can be boring. He kind of leans in. Like it can be boring sometimes.
Godrik, I think this young man is looking to have a little bit of fun. Can you think of any game that we could play together with our friend here?
I might be able to think of one or two. Okay. How about this? How about we play Spot the Magic? Okay? What I want you to do, close your eyes.
You close.
Actually, sorry. Can you open them one more time?
I'm here.
Okay. Phaendar, come with me. And I'm going to jog like 20 paces away.
Okay. Phaendar's going to lean in.
And then I'm going to look back at him and I'm going to say, okay, now close your eyes.
Close.
Then I'm going to cast Mage Hand. And I'm going to use it to like, you ever seen NCIS? Leroy Jethro Gibbs, he'll hit him with the, back of the head. I'm just going to, give our little buddy a quick, not too hard, but just like, a little wake up call, just right on the back of the head.
He goes, hey, who was that?
You all right, buddy? What happened?
Did you do that? You're all the way over there. Someone smacked my head.
Dang.
Phaendar's just going to be
Here,
like...
wait. Close your eyes again. Close your eyes again. I'll keep a lookout. I'll let you know if I see anybody.
He closes his eyes again.
And I'm going to smack him in the back of the head again.
Hey, someone hit me again. Who did that?
No way.
And there's a couple like our.
All right, Godrik. I think the kids had a bit of enough here. Listen, I think after the little trick that Godrik
and they wonder why it takes us forever.
Some actual magic at work. And
Phaendar
is going to do the same thing he did in the cave at Fire. He can use his brick to cast dancing light in the form of like little hummingbirds like fluttering around overhead, and they're gonna like circle around little Na.
And his eyes like widen, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, they're so beautiful. You can do this. You can do magic."
And then Phaendar will close the lights and say, "Only a little bit." And I was cheating. This little ring right here lets me do all that. There's some other stuff I could do. I can like help fix people if they're hurt a little bit, but other than that,
Whoa,
that's
can I
about
see
all
your
I can
ring?
do. And Phaendar will hold his fist up and say, "You can give me a fist bump too if you like."
Okay.
Bam.
Bro fist.
And then he holds his hands open expectantly.
Yeah, so Phaendar can take it off and be like, "All right, just be sure to give it back. A person very close to me gave me this ring. Very important to me."
Okay, I promise.
And then he'll put it in his hand.
And he takes it and is like, "Whoa." And he just seems like he's just like looking at it in his hands and playing with it and like touching it, and seems really excited.
I could do a little bit of magic too, if you're interested.
Yeah, my friends over here are a lot better at the magic stuff than I am.
And he's kind of rubbing his head, and he said, "The last time you told me something, my head."
Yeah,
he's
I'm
also
sorry
a
about
little.
that. I'll use
you?
it.
You said it wasn't.
I didn't. I just said I made sure not to lie to you. Actually, I just said that's funny or oh that's unfortunate when you asked if you've been hit. I didn't want to lie to you, but that's a little trick that I like to play on people. Sometimes I think it's kind of in hindsight it wasn't a little bit funny.
I mean, maybe the first time, but the second time it kind of hurt.
I'm sorry. That's my bad. I'm sorry. If it makes it up to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So prestidigitation. One of the numerous things I can do with it is I can create a non-magical trinket that lasts for a short amount of time. So I'm going to look back at Nam. I'm going to say, all right, if you can guess which hand it's in, you can have this, and then I'm going to conjure up like a rubber bouncy ball in my hand. I'm going to say, you can have this. It's way better for throwing against a wall than like rocks are, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
Right, so I'm gonna take it. I'm just gonna close my hand like that. I'm gonna switch to voice activated real quick. Sorry. All right, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna take it and just have it in this hand, and then I'm just gonna close both hands like this, and then I'm gonna make this ball disappear, and then I'm gonna conjure another one of another rubber ball that's blue in this hand. And I'm just gonna do that like without opening my hands or anything. I'm gonna say, "All right, guess." After having shown him this one.
For people that stick with this ever,
it's like excitedly points to
this
the
is
hand where
why
you showed the ball.
We take years.
Yeah, it's in your hand.
Okay, how about now?
It's still in that one.
Well, I don't know, buddy.
What? Oh my god, what? It's even a different color.
Yeah, you can have this one.
Yeah.
For sure. You can have
And he grabs it.
Mhm.
And
I'll make it last.
Careful to hold on to the ring that's still in his hand. And he grabs it and he's like, oh, and now he's really excited about the ball.
Yeah, so that is only probably gonna last for like another like 30 minutes. So if you want to go throw it at some stuff, I'd say go for it. If not, that's your prerogative.
Yeah, I kind of want to run around. So I'm gonna go and do that. But you're Phaendar. What's your name?
My name's Godrik. Godrik Charles, actually.
Godrik. And you hold out your hand, and he just sticks his hand out like this. And he's like, oh. And he's like, are you guys staying here for a bit?
We're not really sure how long we're gonna stay, are we, Phaendar? But we're here right now, so that's about all.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, we'll be here for a little bit. Well, we'll probably stay at least the night.
For sure.
Okay, well, you should find my sister, and you do magic, and maybe magic could help her with her mission to quest her a royal decree to take back Omu and take back our home. You guys seem super powerful. I don't see any of the birds besides Ashara do any magic. So, you guys could, save us. But I gotta go play with this ball. Bye, 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 bye. And he just
Where can we find your sister?
he just runs away. He's super excited.
Wait,
He's got your ring too. Oh, dude, he's got your ring. Why'd you? Oh.
He's running away. He's really fast.
Phaendar, you're gonna have to track that kid down. Man.
That's what you get for playing with children, you freak.
Did I see where he go?
You saw he ran like out of the monastery and up to the upper levels. But you couldn't see because he's small and he gets around corners and stuff. It seems like he's very familiar with the area.
Phaendar's just gonna grab Godrik's arm and he's just gonna be like, Godrik, I gotta go. I'm about to tell you something that I haven't told anybody else in the party, but I need you to know this.
Absolutely.
That's my wedding ring. And then
fucking way.
Phaendar's gonna sprint to go find the kid.
And as he does that, I'm gonna sprint into the dwelling to go tell fucking Jasper and Tessa.
Okay. So Phaendar, you run after Little Nun. Godrik, you move, but before that, Tess and Jasper
are butt naked.
We're gonna cut back to you guys just got in the dwelling together. You're like, let's go.
Oh, got
together. Let's what are you guys? What kind of stuff are you cleaning in the dwelling?
Jasper, do you want to lead the way or shall I?
Well, I can tell you there's nothing getting cleaned in there.
Except for my butthole. And so once we arrive in the dwelling, we quickly throw our brooms and buckets and...
Jasper never had any cleaning supplies.
Jasper never had anything.
That was literally all you had.
So I chuck my brush and my bucket, and I swiftly move to unbutton his jerkin and strip it off him quickly. And revealing a shirtless Jasper, and I just take him like a madman as I'm just making out with him, tongue deep in his throat. And Jasper's hands are all over me.
Well, Jasper can speak for himself.
Sure. But that's what I imagine anyway. So yeah, Jasper, you take it away. Your turn.
I like to imagine that. Sorry, I just took a shit.
Why did you turn your camera off, dude?
Yeah, I never turn my camera off.
Yeah, dude, we need to be in there with you. This is like a group, activity.
You should have done it for the stream.
I like to imagine that Tess is stuck in the closet, so I'm assisting her finding the cleaning supplies. So you only see the back end as you're walking in, to the closet where it has the the poop rags and brushes and other household necessities.
Can you tell me more about what?
Yeah, well, they don't really they haven't invented disposable paper for toilets, and they seem to just use droppings everywhere, just shit wherever they want. So I imagine they got to clean their pooper somehow. So they probably have these rags that they just wipe and throw back inside the closet, and they just kind of reuse and recycle, I think that's what a pooper is.
Thank you for the thank you for the explanation. So Tess is in the closet. I guess you guys aren't doing much cleaning. So as you guys are continuing your romance, and in respectful courtship,
I'm butt naked, by the way.
Yeah. And ability to undress without acknowledging fear you have, such as chainmail.
Right.
And the speed at which you get out of it.
Correct. It's elven, so it's meant to be easily removed for coitus.
It is. We'll see its effectiveness. As they're naked, Godrik, without knocking, because I can't figure out how to change the door in that room. Sorry, Godrik, I'm dragging you around a bit. Enters and kind of sees Godrik. Ashari sees Tess and Jasper in the throes of passion, which you have seen many times before open at the campsite. And that's the scene that you enter in on, Godrik, after Phaendar tells you the news.
Yeah, so I'll bust in and say, guys, what base are we on?
Want to come and find out?
Yeah, come closer.
You need help today?
Yeah, Tess got stuck in the closet, so I'm helping her out.
Oh, well, yeah, I can see that.
He's about 6 inches in already.
Yeah, Tess, if you could do me a favor, could you just get on all fours and face away from me, like, real quick? And Jasper, you move accordingly as well.
Yeah, you got it. And Tess is gonna oblige and get down on all fours.
Say, Jasper, you want to get in there?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I think someone needs to get inside the closet and give me some leverage and push me out while the other person pulls me out. Yeah, I think that will work best.
Well, I get in the closet.
Yeah, that's where my face is.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so as soon as Jasper enters Tess from behind, I'm assuming, I'm going to use Mage Hand to insert a single index finger into Tess's butthole. And then I'm going to also use Prestidigitation. You can chill, warm, or flavor a material for up to an hour. So I'm going to flavor Jasper's cock like some sparkling wine. And then I'm going to also, once again, use Prestidigitation. I'm going to chill both of Tess's nipples. And then...
Ooh, Godrik, I love that Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation can only have one,
active at a time?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll...
Why do you have to restrict our fun, Daddy?
I'll unflavor the penis and only chill the nipples and then Mage Hand in the butthole. And I'll say, all right, so anyways, you guys keep going. I'm just going to fill you in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll motion for them to, keep at it or whatever. And I'll say, but yeah, so we were just talking to that little boy that we saw earlier. His name's Not. Super cool kid. Apparently he's a prince and his sister's a future queen. I don't really know.
Yeah.
Yeah, get after it. I don't know how legitimate that claim is. By the way, Tess, you like that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, anyways. You look so dirty over there. Anyways, so apparently they're like royalty and they have got like good connections with the elder here. So something to keep an eye on. But yeah, I'll leave you guys to it. And then I'll back out of the room and then I'll also back out of Tess's butthole with the Mage Hand and give her a nice smack on the rumpus with it. And then I'll just go back outside and leave there until...
So you just came in here to fondle Tess and tell us about this boy you met.
Yeah, you didn't do anything for Jasper.
Yeah, I came to tell you something. I didn't realize that you were going to have sex. I'm sorry. I'll close the door behind me.
No, you can leave it open. You can invite Godrik too. Speaking of which,
I am.
My mind is in other places currently.
So is another member of your body.
Man, we are killing it right now.
Oh yeah.
Where is Phaendar, you say?
Godrik is gone, isn't he?
Godrik?
Yeah, I already left. Yeah.
Yeah, Godrik's out of the room.
I said you guys finish up and I'll be out there.
And Jasper is going to take me to completion. I don't know if I can finish for him, but I can say for certain that I finished after the Mage Hand into the butthole. It's up to Jasper if he concluded or not.
Are you going to get banned on Twitch for this?
I'm on YouTube. I think the rules might be less stringent, but I definitely won't make money on this in the future, for sure.
There have been people banned for a lot less, is all I'm going to say.
Good thing I have 0 viewers right now.
Boo.
Boo.
All right. Yeah, I guess we'll finish up. And we'll,
Jasper, you feel very satisfied in the presence of another guy really jazz things up for you. Quick sexual time check. Chris, how are you doing like time wise? Because it's about 11 or so.
It's up to you guys, but I probably wouldn't go for another. I could probably only do another 30 minutes.
Yeah, like you said before. Okay, cool.
Yeah, if you guys wanted to, or we could stop here. It's up to you guys.
Cool stuff. Yeah, you weren't asking to stop before.
Never.
Yeah, well, honestly, I think this is actually a good spot to stop.
To conclude.
To conclude, if that's okay with you guys.
To finish, yes.
I think it's a good spot.
Bye, creamers.
Well done.
What'd you say?
I said, despite my best efforts at making you guys fall down, you made it.
Yeah.
It's great when
We're athletic.
finish at the same time. Yeah.
Goodbye, creamers. I love you all.
We're an athletic squad.
For sure we are. It only took me 2 tries this time.